What is up, YouTube? My Cowboys family here, bringing you guys the latest update on our Cowboys. And what is that?
Yeah, game day, baby.
That's right, our second preseason of the game. And thank you so much, Skeptical Fan. He showed some pre-stream love and showed his membership message there. We'll shout you out in just a second here.
Yeah, skeptical, always staying skeptical.
You know, getting ready for this game day performance from our Cowboys. Seeing some preseason stuff going down. Can't wait to actually see it happen. Yeah, and, of course, some other Jerry Jones comments, some updates on our contractual obligations.
Yeah, who's playing tonight as well, right? We're going to find out who's going to be seeing. You're going to see a lot of people in the game. Some people you're not going to see at all who you might have thought we were going to see. We're going to talk about that and more tonight, but we're going to go through this quickly because we got some news before kickoff here. So, baby, let's introduce those people that rocked it here and are the champions of the board, like the great Chill Pill. Chill Pill in the house. Much love to her. She's the sponsor of the week and the Cash App King, record-breaking style on the After Dark channel. Like I said, now it's all about this channel, so this is the last time you'll see After Dark people over here, unless they drop the love here. Big shout out to Chill Pill, though, repping it in record, fashion. And Mark Hovsepian holding it down with 84 points on the Stream Boss. While you got Jetly 44 as the champion of the gifting memberships here in MCF. So thank you guys. But this week, new week, yesterday was our first day of the weekend. So far, no gifted memberships. So that board is wide open. Also, there's no Cash App leader so far this week because we're not using the After Dark crew, or they would be. There's nobody in there as of this moment that I can tell. And then on the overall board, currently, we got the great Marissa Sparkle, star leveling up, right? Star level member. Big shout outs to her. And she's currently in the lead. So for probably in a double week, we're going to have this week and next week, have a combination of, to determine a champion here over this 2-week span. So now that we got that out the way, there's a couple ways you can help the channel. There's super chats, which we had pre-stream.
That's
from
right.
the man staying skeptical. Big thumbs up and a go Cowboys. Of course, he had his membership message.
That's right. 44 months. He said 3 years and 8 months as a star member.
That's crazy.
Let's go Cowboys.
Appreciate you big time to the man skeptical fan. And on top of that, of course, we have we had our raffle yesterday. Congrats to the big winners there. But just a reminder, every month we try to do this jersey raffle, monthly jersey raffle. We just did July. We'll see who's going to win it for August. Star level, over everything level, and the weekly winners, like Chill Pill, for example. They will be in this raffle once a month. Someone's going to win a sewn and stitched jersey, any team, any sport. But, we do here Cowboy style. You see all the choices there and more. So you want to get in that, jump in the star level membership. Over everything level membership gives you 2 raffle entries. And, of course, the weekly winners with the bonus raffle entries. But on top of that, we got to do the nightly shout-outs here to those that rep the board on those above top shelf level memberships. And, kind of light starting the season off. But let me shout them out for you guys. Of course, it is the great Skeptical Fan. It is Mr. Lincoln Kane. And it is Marissa Sparkle.
Woo.
Big shout out to you three guys and girls out there, right? And
shout out as well to our silver level members.
Yeah.
Since it is Saturday, usually that gets shouted out on the Fan Friday.
Yeah, we were live last night, so we did shout it out.
Oh, okay, true.
Yeah, but Skeptical Fan, of course, and old Dwayne Broussard there. His new name there. Big shout out to Big Dog. What is it? Oh, Top Dog Bay Bullies in the silver level. But yeah, we just double it up this week. Silver level gets it once a week. Starring over everything every night when we're going live. So anyways, that's that side of things. We got a lot of other stuff to discuss. But first, let's shout out everybody in the chat.
Of course. We have to give the love to McLovin. Shout out to you. No, these are the MCF specials.
Yeah,
now,
these are the top shelf jerseys. By the way, McLovin, he's taken over the board this whole offseason. One of the major players on all the channels that we have. But now we're splitting up. The McLovin, I know you don't care about the leaderboard, but if he drops it on After Dark, it's After Dark. You drop it on My Cowboys Family, it will stay only on My Cowboys Family. That's why we're going to do this from now on, since football season is here. So I just want to give out a big shout out to McLovin, a big winner here on the After Dark and the off-season My Cowboys Family streams.
That's right. NFZ, what's up? Much love. Felix Alderete, always go Cowboys. We have Q Ball representing here. Of course, Skeptical Fan, always staying skeptical. Antoine Scott, much love to you. Justin Quarles, the Q man, you already know.
Much
always.
Love. He's OG.
Let's go Cowboys. We have Double R representing what's up. Freedom First was not first tonight. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, MCF After Dark, who's that?
Was the one that kicked it off there. But yeah, you get the After Dark and After Dark 2. Check them out if you know what's good for you. Now, let me just go through some of this news, because we're going to kick this thing off here in minutes. So let's get through the news, info, and updates, starting with Dak Prescott and Zach Martin. Both of them not in uniform for tonight's preseason game against the Raiders, which was expected. So no Dak. A lot of starters not going to play. Some starters will play. But other starters that won't play outside of Dak and Zach Martin on offense will be Rico Dowdle and, of course, Ezekiel Elliott. So both these running backs basically made the team, it sounds like. And both running backs will not be on the field tonight.
Yeah, it sounds like the Cowboys are protecting them.
Yes, but they're going to get Deuce Vaughn on that field finally, because he was hurt last week. We'll see a lot of Deuce Vaughn. And we didn't see Royce Freeman either last week because he was injured. He'll be on that field, of course. You know, when you look at Royce Freeman, he's number 27, so keep that in mind if you see him out there, number 27. They're making their preseason debut against the Raiders here in minutes. Now, receiving-wise, Brandon Cooks, he got banged up. We talked about his injury situation. It looked like more just leg soreness and precaution stuff, but obviously he's not in uniform today. Obviously he's not going to play. He wasn't going to play anyway, but dealing with that knee soreness, took him out of practice, just more confirmation. There was no chance he was going to play this game. And as far as the offensive line, the Cowboys are going to start 2 more rookies. And you're looking at the screen right now on NFL Network or wherever you're watching the game at tonight, outside of here.
Yeah, I think the Dallas folks get it local.
Yeah, of course. So Tyler Guyton, the rookie, first-round pick for the Cowboys, will be starting at left tackle. And Cooper Beebe, number 56, will be starting at center against the Raiders. So you can get a lot of snaps from these two guys,
Some of the most important guys that I'll be looking for tonight as far as their performance.
Yeah, for sure. We'll be watching the offensive line also. Defensively, Kalen Carson, surprisingly, not suiting up for the Cowboys as a rookie, number 41. You want to make sure you see these rookies out there. The Cowboys must really like him, what he's doing, because it's not really a protection situation for him. It's more like keeping him from getting injured. And again, that means he's going to make this team. He is our secure number 4, it sounds like, at cornerback. So expect to see a lot of Josh Butler, Eric Scott Jr., number 37. They're going to see the boundary work on the outside cornerback spots there. Now, as far as the interior, Will McClay, Jerry Jones, they all spoke today. Will McClay said Jordan Phillips will take snaps tonight. That's their newest guy right there, number 98. So watch out for 98.
Very surprising, by the way. No one thought that he would play so soon.
Yeah, he just got to the team a couple days ago.
Expected to take about 15 snaps. Just keep that in mind as well. That's being reported by Christy Cowboy.
15 snaps around that range for Jordan Phillips, number 98, who is going to be a rotational player. We want to keep him healthy, but not overusing him. But tonight we're going to get a little bit of a warm-up for him in the preseason game for our Cowboys. So good to see Jordan Phillips on the field, number 98. By the way, the starter at nose tackle, because there's no Mozzie Smith, I'll explain in a minute. It's going to be Justin Rogers, just basically our 7th-round pick at nose tackle from Auburn. So we're going to see a lot of snaps from him tonight. He's number 96. So that's what we're going to look at, 96 and 98 in the middle as that nose tackle spot. Keep an eye there. Now, what about the edge rushers? A new defensive edge rusher, Shaq Lawson. Well, he's not playing tonight. He's not going to play. Unlike Jordan Phillips, which is, we basically acquired both guys 12 hours apart, but I guess that was a little 12 hours too late for Carl Lawson to make it for this game. I'm sure he'll play next week against the Chargers. Like I said, no Mozzie Smith, guys.
We talked about it last night. He had an allergic reaction. Yep. Had to get medical treatment for it. But thankfully, McCarthy did say that he's doing much better today.
Yeah, he is doing better. Not good enough to play and take some snaps, which, again, we know it's important. But obviously, if he's recovering from an allergic reaction, it's better safe than sorry. He suffered that on Thursday to Friday afternoon, did not travel. And, of course, is not going to travel to this game in Vegas. He's staying back in Oxnard until, I guess, practice kicks off again in a couple of days. Then, that's the on the field stuff. I do want to make a mention about one other guy, which I know Jera spoke about, and that's CeeDee Lamb. What's the update situation with him, guys? We know the Cowboys offered somewhere around $33 million per year, a little below that. It sounds like today the reports are coming out. CeeDee Lamb believes that the $33 million per year offer is too low, and the structure of the contract in terms of cash flow, guarantees, and how the deal is going to be structured on the front half is what's keeping this whole deal from being done. So, again, like I said last night, if you watched it, the Cowboys front office are lowballing CeeDee Lamb once again. And I say lowballing because it's a hair over A.J. Brown and way underneath, $2 million less than Justin Jefferson, over $2 million less. That is where the unfairness comes in when it comes to the market with his receivers, and again, CeeDee Lamb is the best receiver for the Cowboys in the first 4 years in our history.
Yeah, CD feels like he should be knocking closer to Justin Jefferson's door than A.J. Brown's door.
Let's call it a $34.5 million range instead of a under $33 million range. I don't blame CeeDee Lamb for this. He's right on this, and the Joneses are, as usual, fucking wrong. Now, try to keep up with all the names and numbers for you guys, but baby, I know there's a couple things to say here before we kick off things up as the Cowboys and Raiders prepare here.
Yes, there is. So, first of all, Top Dog, what's up?
Yeah.
Scorpio representing here. William Burney, much love. Raul, a big aloha. To Marco Seppian, a
Mark
mahalo to
house.
you. So, let's get into, again, not
the
crazy
Joneses
details,
time.
but yes. So, this is what Jerry had to say pregame about CeeDee Lamb specifically. Quote, we're having the same kind of talks we've been having.
Oh boy.
I'm not worried about a target date for the contract, not worried about his shape. I'm glad he's not out here risking some injury tonight.
So this is about injuries? He wasn't going to play anyways.
He keeps coming back to, well, CD wouldn't even be playing in the preseason.
He does understand it doesn't make a difference, right?
You're missing the whole point, Jerry. Fine. Whatever.
It's about practice and connecting and getting into the routine and the schemes. Any little tweaks. Jerry Jones is dumb, but he's trying to play hardball here.
As well about the CD negotiations. Quote, you never know. You have to get together and you have to get together on a number. I don't know a number and he doesn't know a number. We've got to get that done. I think CD knows the number. I think you seem to not know the number, Jerry.
Yeah, I mean, we know the number is not going to be under $33 million. The number is going to be has to be closer to 34, and Justin Jefferson.
Now here's the one. Here's the one. Everything else, whatever, typical Jerry. But he was also asked, do you have a target date that you want to get this done by? He said 0. I'm not worried about target dates.
Well, this makes me so happy.
Look, it's gonna be the day before the season starts at this point. So let's talk about happier Jerry comments, and this one at least I thought was great because it sounds like we might not be 100% done making moves to help the D-line. Jerry said this as far as talking about some of the recent moves that we've made, right? Quote, sometimes in the interior D-line, you get a chance to do some things with other clubs right at the end of training camp in that area. What you're seeing right now is important. It's important to see these guys taking reps, but tonight won't be the final pieces to the puzzle.
Very interesting there. Not a surprise that we're going to go after some more defensive linemen, but remember, we also heard from Jerry saying they were going to go after more running backs as well.
Right.
We'll have to wait and see. By the way, big shout outs to 2 guys on the screen. As you see right there, the top dog, Babe Bullies. You know him as DB, Dwayne Broussard. He dropped a $2 holler and he said, "Go Cowboys!"
Woo! And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that $2 holler blocked out Mr. Marco Sepian's $5 holler. So you see, we're already fighting it out there. So Mark said, how is the rookie linebacker doing? He's a reach, in my opinion, for a third rounder. And the defensive tackle we got, how many teams do you think he would start on? And that's my measure of how good a guy is.
I'll answer that in a minute. Here's the kickoff is already underway, and it's back to the 25. A good kickoff by Aubrey, getting in the, I'd say the right corner of the end zone area, right before the end zone, making them take it out. And good kickoff by Brandon Aubrey. Stopped at the 25, which nowadays is about where it needs. That's like there or behind it is a good defense. Is a good kickoff kind of situation there. So I know we have more. I think I'm not sure if we have more, but I know we have us here on screen.
Yeah. So I
want to answer Marco Sepian's comment real quick, saying that the rookie number 35. Keep an eye on number 35. That is Maurice Liufau. I think he's doing great, Mark. Keep an eye on him. He's been blitzing. He's been used as a kind of a headhunter.
Yeah, he had a very good game.
He's got his hair out right now. You can see him by his hair. He kind of looks like Palomalu out there at linebacker, though, not safety. Here's some Minshaw throwing it. Boom. Quick tackle by 55. Willie Harvey Jr., who is from the UFL. Quick tackle there on the tight end, Mayer. So, anyways, I'm sorry. I want to quickly answer, Mark.
Go for it.
We're going to just watch number 35. I think you'll be surprised. He's better than you may think, and the Cowboys have been using him a lot. He will get rotational snaps in the regular season to help, kind of Kendricks and Damone Clark and Overshown. He'll be in the mix, probably the third or fourth guy in that rotation at linebackers. We have 2 linebackers or 3 linebackers, so of course that's going to be utilized more. Here we got Marquise Bell coming down. No, not Marquise Bell. We got well, there's Liufau.
Oh, no.
There's someone got tripped up there. Good hit there at the end, but Scott made a tackle with who's number 14? Is that Overshown? No, Overshown's 13. So
isn't that one of the Johnsons?
No, I think that might be
No, not one of the Johnsons.
No, number 4.
They're both on offense.
Why am I brain dead right here? 14. Number 14 is
I could have sworn it was like Billy Johnson or something.
Maybe this is the offense.
I know. That's
Billy Johnson's.
That's why I said I thought it was one of the Johnsons for a second.
I don't know. I can't find it, man. 14. I'm an idiot. Marquise Bell. What are we forgetting here, baby? We're in rookie mode here. So let me get the camera on.
Because we expect to see one of the young guys.
I know we got some more stuff to discuss here.
Yes, we still have some pregame comments. We'll get to them in just a minute. A little play action.
Now, Minshew starting for the Raiders. And great job by number 30. Is that Josh Butler?
Thomas.
Oh, yeah, Juanye Thomas.
There we go.
See, I'm still in preseason mode. You're ready to go. Justin Quarles. He's not in preseason mode. The Q-Man with the $20 holler right there.
Woo!
Big shout out to the man, Justin Quarles. What did he have to say with that?
The hype got to him because he said, let's fucking go Cowboys.
Hell yeah.
Except he said, let's fucking go Cowboys.
Let's make sure we
I'm messing with you, Justin. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
The number one thing here is not winning. The number one thing here is no injuries. And I know Justin understands. I know he agrees there. So big shout out to the Q-Man. Big shout out. He's in second place on this overall board. As I update that, they got guys going in motion. Got Mukuamu in coverage. Right there. Mukuamu was right there step for step, and there was a bad thrown ball by Minshew.
But the point is that, like you said, Mukuamu was right there, who, by the way, is playing after he couldn't play the first preseason game with that groin injury.
Yeah, we talked about his injury yesterday, and he looked like he was going to be ready to play. He's going to get a lot of dosages here of Mr. Number 24, Israel Mukuamu. He's playing corner at some times. He's playing safety. There he played corner. So,
and before we get this camera turned on, let me try to squeeze in this final comment. So Jerry actually had some nice things to say about Trey Lance pregame, which actually I will have to get to in a minute here as the Raiders do a little motion.
It's third and 10. We might see a little bit of Trey Lance. We get blitzing from the left side. Quick throw. We got to make the tackle. We do. Short of the first down. Good job there by Marist Liufau and Juanye Thomas.
I think we showed our hand there just a little bit. I'm just saying. I think our players.
Here's the thing. I want to make sure everyone understands. This is Zimmer now. Zimmer's going to be. He brought a lot of pressure and blitzes last week. Mm-hmm. He's doing that already. This fourth play of the game. So I really like the aggressive defense that we're going to show. They might go for this on fourth down. So it is a fourth and short.
I wonder if that was intentional.
4th and 3.
I'll say what it is. No. By our Cowboys, like I said, it felt like we almost gave away that we were going to go in there and blitz as aggressively as we were. But I think that's the point.
We're kind of showing a little blitz. We back out of it. Quick throw!
Oh,
it was right through. Is that Harvey? Willie Harvey, number 55. He had a pick on Trey Lance in practice. Oh my goodness, that was such a telegraphed play, and that should have been a pick six for the Cowboys. Holy shit!
Even if he didn't pick it, what a great read.
Yes, that is what we like to see from the Cowboys. Who is this? 55. Willie.
Let's see. Yes, it was, baby.
55, right through his hands. He made a great pick against Trey Lance. That one would have been a pick six.
Look, let's be real, guys. Our defense has been looking
it's
very good.
I think it's more the scheme than the players. How you like them apples? We haven't even seen Micah. And the defense is just moving as one. In the Zimmer defense, that's the utmost importance. That's a lot to do with not just Zimmer, but also Eric Kendricks, who's feeding this information to the players, and they're picking it up quick. This is the key for the Cowboys on defense, to stay alive in every game. Got to be great on defense. And so far, the scheme is showing something good for the near future for this Cowboy team for 2024 on defense.
So, unfortunately, we're going to talk about the offense for a second, at least Jerry's.
Well, offense coming out there now, right, guys? So get ready to get the camera on in a minute.
As we know, Trey Lance is expected to, start this, really the whole game, right? Jerry Jones had this to say about Trey Lance, quote, "He's a great athlete. If we were really trying to win a game during the season, as in preseason, there'd be a different game plan, and you'd use his legs a lot. You're going to see Trey tonight working out of the pocket, working on his footwork. I can see why San Francisco gave 3 1s to draft him." Jesus
Christ, what's wrong with you? He hasn't done anything to prove anything right now. Man. Yes, I mean, that proves nothing right there.
Jerry Jones.
Unfortunately. And then, now that Trey Lance out there is going to show whatever he's going to show, but this is, remember guys, this is more than those Dak haters out there floating around. You can't wait to see Dak fail and see Trey Lance do great after that horrific performance last week by Trey Lance. But I'm not a hater. I want him to do good. I want as many good players on this team. I want good backups, whatever it takes. But we know Trey Lance is still a third stringer. He's not a second stringer. He's not better than Cooper Rush. Not right now.
You can put CeeDee Lamb's jersey on another player. That doesn't somehow magically make them Sedarius Lamb.
Exactly. So look. Again, this is the way Jerry Jones handles business, unfortunately.
And the final little blurbs I'll say here, we heard from our main man, Will McClay. So, first of all, he did confirm that Jordan Phillips is expected to play, which, like we said, we already touched on, but he was also confirming that after it was kind of a bit of a back and forth and a lot of surprise. Outside of that, too, he also said this specifically about Jordan Phillips, saying, quote, "He's been a very productive player in this league. He's kind of played in the system before, so he understands that. He was productive against us last year, and it's a rotation of those guys inside. It's going to allow us to do what we want to do." He also had some nice things to say about Asim Richards, saying that he's been very impressed with him throughout camp, the ability to play guard, and he's got tackle, left tackle feet, but that he's strong enough to play inside.
In case you're wondering, that's number 76.
Speaking of inside, we just ran on the inside.
Yeah, thank you, Will McClay, for those words. And then Malik Davis, who's getting the start without Rico or Zeke. He just got a 9-yard gain right up the middle there, right behind maybe Asim Richard at guard. So let's first of all say goodbye to Mr. Will McClay, the real GM of the team, like the most he can do. And let's go to the best GMs of the league, so to speak. Us. I'm repping for CD because we need him back, baby.
Yes.
So anyways, first down, Cowboys on a short run. Is that Cooper Rush falling forward on the quarterback sneak?
Good for him.
So Cooper Rush is starting, of course. No Trey Lance yet. That'll be probably the second drive.
I kind of figured that he would. That's why I said I'm like, everyone keeps saying he's going to start, and yet the last 2 games in a row, the actual starter was Cooper Rush. Probably similar situation. We'll see him for this first drive, and then
there's no need to see anymore. I mean, Cooper Rush obviously he knows the system. He's like one of our oldest players outside like Zach Martin. And a couple
but even
others.
Cooper Rush needs the reps.
Yeah, a little rep here. But again, here's Cooper Rush looking at a blitz. Good pass there. Oh, Jordan Brooks drops it.
That was all on Brooks, unfortunately.
It's on Brooks, but better play by number 18 on the Raiders defense to put the hand where the ball is and knock the ball out. You want to hit the arm. You want to hit the ball. If you can't get to the ball, you get the arm. He got to the ball, I think. He got both. He punched it right out. Knocked the ball right out.
Punched the ball right out of his hands.
And Brooks would have had it. He was bringing it down. He just, of course, he didn't have that, the 2 steps and the catch. That was incomplete. So now it's 2nd down and 10 for the Cowboys. Relocking and reloading here with, we got a fullback, Lipke, number 40, and Malik Davis, the running back, with Cooper Rush under center and 2 tight ends and a run to the middle. Malik Davis trying to get out of there, but he was stopped, hitting the backfield. Is that Max Crosby? It is.
It is.
So Max Crosby, they're dancing, and he's going up against the right tackle, who's going to be a backup. It's not going to be Terrence Steele starting. So, keep that in mind, too, guys. We got our backups. They got their starters.
The same way that, Will Birdie actually brought up a great point, too. That was against, technically, their starting quarterback.
Offense. Well, is Minshew their starting quarterback?
As of now,
is he?
He is their starting quarterback.
He's a backup. Who am I forgetting? Is he really the starter? I don't even know.
I think they have kind of a quarterback battle going on type of thing, but
Cooper Rush looking,
throwing, winning.
And cut. Oh, wow. Great concentration. That Tolbert. Tolbert just have a stack in it, guys.
Tolbert just saved an interception.
Tolbert knocked the ball up in the air, caught it, and saved the pick. It's 4th down, like 4-3. We might go for it. Might kick a long field goal. I don't care about the points. We got our backups. TJ Bass out there. Asim Richards. Of course,
we should go for it.
Cooper Beebe snapping the ball at center. You got Tyler Guyton at left tackle. So,
18 again.
Yeah, he's out there. Jones for the Raiders. If you're a Raider fan, you like what he's doing. He's hands on the ball all the time. But Tolbert, with the concentration, makes the catch. It makes the Cowboys either go for this on 4th down or kick a field goal. It's preseason, so we might just go for it and see what we can do.
I was just about to say, I'm actually surprised. Okay, so it looks like we are going to kick
long-ass field goal.
The Raiders are playing like it's a regular season game. I was trying to figure out what is I'm trying to say, but they look like they're trying to fuck with us.
Last night I said this. I want the best of the Raiders because we're our backups. We'll take it, and we kick this.
It looks good.
Are you kidding me? Right down the middle.
Good.
That's a long ass. How long is that?
That looks like a 58. I'll find out.
Yeah, find out.
It looked like a 58-yarder. Remember last time I was pretty close.
I know. That was a long ass field goal right there. By Brandon Aubrey, picking up where the man left off as the freaking special teams player of the year, in my opinion, and breaking all records for a kicker in his first 30 kicks. He made them all.
54 yards.
54 yards. I mean, I like that. I don't mind not going for that. I like to get our kicker confidence going forward on long kicks, and we've been doing that. We did a 65-yarder last week before halftime. He missed it, but it's good to just get the leg out there. Get it warmed up.
To me, I see it more as we already know that Brandon Aubrey is solid. Why not go for it?
Because I understand what you're saying. I don't know, it was like maybe 4th and 6. I just think the Cowboys...
Do you think they would have gone for it had Trey Lance been the quarterback out there? Because I think, to me, that's the bigger differentiating factor if you really want to talk about it.
I also think that maybe it's on the borderline of maybe going for it or not, but it's more like, you know what? McCarthy's like, let's get Aubrey some kicks. Let's get him some kicks from distance. We know we played games last week at 65 yards. 54 yards, you got to make these consistently, and he's been doing that last year. and it's continuing. So
yeah,
I think
the
it's
last time the Cowboys played, he got to end the game with a, oh my gosh, I'm about to be a dad, and he had to run, like, he literally ran off the second the game ended to go be with the mother of his child and his child. So congrats to him.
Yeah.
I guess this
dad,
is his,
officially.
fatherhood suits
his
him.
first game. Officially starting off
so,
as a dad. So
and thank you, Skeptical Fan. Yeah, so 53-yarder.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ramon and Emily Jones said Brandon's going to be an important weapon for us.
Brandon as in Brandon Cooks?
I think so.
Or Brandon Aubrey?
Hey, guess what? It applies to both.
Yeah, both be weapons.
But yeah, I'm guessing since it's Brandon, not Brandon.
Brandon with an I at the end is Cooks. Brandon is Aubrey.
William Burney, don't worry. Don't worry. Again, the Cowboys seem to just be doing the same thing that they did last time. So we're about to see an entire game of Trey Lance.
We're going to see basically 3.5 quarters of Trey Lance. It's just we're going to see him. And William Burney, I know he's not. I don't think. If I'm wrong, tell me. I don't think he's a big Dak fan. I think he's more of I want to see Trey Lance do well and take over. But step by step. Here, Cooper Rush led us on a little mini drive, kind of a Cooper Rush type drive. But I want to see Trey Lance be able to move around, be able to read the defense better and go through his progressions. He goes to one guy and then dumps it to the guy who's open, or to his like emergency, or he sees one guy and then he forces it in there. I don't see him going and checking his receivers. I know sometimes you don't have the time, sometimes you have pressure, but against the Rams last week, there was not crazy pressure.
Yeah.
Sometimes there were. Sometimes there weren't.
That had this been a regular season game and we were trying to win and not just get him reps.
Look at this shit. Cowboys just kicked it right out of bounds. So that's going to go to the 40. Flags are out.
Yeah, it's a flag.
So this is the new rule stuff here. You see how?
Do you think they did it on purpose?
No, they're trying to. Let me hear it. I think it's to the 40-yard line. So if you kick it short of the 20, it goes to the 40.
Okay.
If you kick it out of bounds, it goes to the 40. If it goes in the end zone and they down it, it goes to the 30. That's the basics of it, unless you return it, right? So
something else to consider, too. That counts against you when it comes to penalties. Not that it's a big deal, but just...
No, that's a big one. You don't want any team starting at the 40-yard line. They need 15 yards, it's 20 yards to get a field goal. You can't... So, but I realized, and I don't know if you guys noticed that Brandon Aubrey, when he set up, he kind of was like... It wasn't like a straight-up kick. It was like a sideways kick. He tried to aim it. Obviously, the Cowboys are practicing to aiming this in corners of that... within the 5-yard line.
Whatever they did, it just didn't work out.
Minshew going deep here.
That's a nice pass.
Oh! And he made the catch.
I can't even get mad at that. That was a beautiful pass.
Damn. Number 25. Isn't he our new... I know when Nashawn Wright was gone.
I almost said Mukuama, where I'm like, no. Yeah, he's the guy we just traded for... what's it? Justin? No? No. Crap. I'm getting him mixed up with Jordan Phillips.
Maybe Jordan Phillips is the defensive lineman there. No, I
was just trying to think, like, who was the last guy we just got?
I remember what am I doing? I have it right here. I'm trying to guess. Let me see. 25. Andrew Booth. He's one of the guys we did sign recently last week. He was given Nashawn Wright's number. When we got rid of wasn't he the guy we traded for? We traded Nashawn Wright for Booth. Yeah. So basically we just gave him his number. Oh, I see the inside. Stop that move, foul! Guys, where's Mark Hovseppi when you need him? I was just about to say,
we got to go back to that comment because, one, not many third-rounders are, like, immediate, ready-to-go starters. I'm just trying to say.
Some are, some aren't.
Some aren't, but even the ones that are need some help.
He's not a starter. He's going to be a rotational guy. Remember, our starters are Kendricks and Damone Clark. You got Micah can jump back there. And, of course, you got Overshown jumping in there. You got Marquise Bell's an emergency guy. He's playing safety. That guy who's going to play that fourth linebacker rotation, number 35, Maurice Liufau, third-round pick there after Cooper Beebe. And you saw his ability there. I'm telling you, I just feel something about this guy from the beginning, and I still think he's learning. Oh, there's a hole right there. Marshawn Nealon, second-round pick. Out of bounds.
Speaking of almost picked off.
Yeah, but that was out of bounds. I think he caught it out of bounds, the Raider guy. But we had number 94, second-round pick, Marshawn Nealon, who we need to step up to see him kind of do better than, take that Sam Williams spot. He was held. I'm sorry, that's a hold. They didn't call it. But he got in there pressure. He's not a big pressure guy. He's more of an edge-setting run stopper. But we need as much we can from number 94. He's got rave reviews, by the way.
One of the only defensive things I really wanted to see today specifically was the pressure improving. It was a little lacking in that first preseason game. I think we're already looking better on the pressure side.
I see for Hook on the left side. We got Nealon on the right side. And no real... An overthrown! Oh, I thought it was going to be picked by fucking Marquise Bell. But... Again, if this is their starting quarterback, the Raiders are in trouble. Minshew is playing like a backup. He's playing worse than Cooper Rush. And then there's Queen Asha here in the house.
She gets so excited when the Cowboys play.
She does.
Oh,
She always grabs the football.
Aguilar 04, yeah. That is honestly some of the dumbest stuff. Again, this is exactly why the NFL got sued when it came to their NFL Sunday Ticket thing with YouTube and all that. They should get hit with that too, because what is the point of paying for that NFL Plus premium when you go turn on the preseason game and you can't even see it?
Well, the problem, and it's blocked
so,
out.
The lunatic, much love.
Lunatic in the house. Appreciate you. Let me see. It's up, and he made it. So it's 3-3 on that board. Much love and appreciation. Oh, the lunatic, and I just realized the lunatic. I know, not a big deal, but I know he fell off on the star level. All good. We have people coming on and off, and I know we have Seabaz going to jump back in the over everything level soon. So I know Jet Li 44 going to go back in the star soon. So getting ready here, the season right here around the corner on the cusp, and this counts as the season to me because now we're seeing which guys are going to keep, which guys are looking good, bad. If anyone gets hurt, knock on wood, hopefully no one does. But I love what number 35 has been doing so far in defense, even though it hasn't been like, it's not like every play's in there. But he's a rookie. He's going to be the fourth linebacker, and he is solid. He looks solid to me as an aggressive attacking kind of piece at linebacker. Almost like, Micah Parsons, just the blitzing kind of pressure side, kind of like Palomalu style, but at linebacker. But you can use him as a piece that can cover. You can use him as a piece that can blitz. We saw him blitzed here. We saw him in the quarterback space. We saw him making hits and tackles after a pressure play was done, and he was right there to make the play. So he's been right where he needs to be every time.
Yeah. And Ruben 34, we've really only seen one drive from Trey Lance.
No, what? Today?
Yeah, he's only been out there once.
No,
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance has not been out there yet. Cooper Rush, we had one drive, baby, with Cooper Rush. He's talking.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Good point.
Trey Lance hasn't been out there yet. So he's going to be out there, though, now, probably. That's my guess. He will be out there on that field.
So he hasn't looked like anything yet, Ruben.
Yeah. We haven't seen anything from Trey Lance in this game. Last game, it looked like complete dog shit.
Wiseman27 said, awesome. That was great. Bend, but don't break.
Yeah, we don't want to see it bend. But again, remember this fact. I'm going to keep reminding you guys, at least up to this point so far, the Raiders have their starters in the game. Pretty much all their starters. The Cowboys have all their backups in. And rookies that may start. That's it.
How do you feel about the Lunatic's comment here as well? He said, I am slowly coming around to not playing starters or key players in the preseason. Just not worth the injury risk.
With 17 games every year and maybe 18 in the near future, yeah. You just got to, there's no choice. Listen, you know what you see in practice. You know most of these guys what they got. The only guys need to play, either new guys to the team like Jordan Phillips, who's getting about 15, 20 snaps. Rookies, right? Like we would have loved to see Mozzie, but and he's a second-year guy as well that needs reps.
Yeah.
But our rookies like Tyler Guyton, Beebe, Leo Fau. I just named 3 out of our 4 top picks. Nealon. Those are our top 4 picks. Yeah. They all have been seen as in this game playing. They're going to play probably at least a half or something like this because we need them to get reps. We need them to keep leveling up, moving up. So we either got a couple good starters on the offensive line, and then the other guys, Nealon and Leo Fau as defensive rotational backups, but really important pieces we're going to need. We're taking it out with Turpin out of the end zone there. He's coming back out.
Oh,
it's not Turpin. It's Billy Johnson. He gets to the 25, so it's about the same thing that the Raiders did.
Okay.
Wait till we get. They're not even playing Turpin, obviously. They want Billy Johnson, number 13, to get some reps. It's funny. We got 2 13s in the field, although Overshown I don't think is dressed. So it's really 113 on that field. No Overshown in this game.
Yeah, and Tornado, it was the battle of the kickers there for a second. So
their kicker is really good, Carson. He's kicked our ass when we played in Thanksgiving a couple years ago in overtime. That was a crazy game. But the Carson has just got a leg, and he has a brother.
Rush is still out there.
Oh yeah, second, and we got Royce Freeman at running back number 27. First snap for him ever as a Cowboy, and gets a good 3 yards there. Again, he got hurt with the groin a week and a half ago. Missed the last week's game. This is his first game back. We acquired him. And in the offseason as a free agent, and him and Zeke are our 2 new running backs. Zeke, I put that in quotes, but
why
I like Royce Freeman. He was in other teams.
I know, but I have to admit, I feel even more confused now that Cooper Rush is out there.
I'm sure they want a couple. It's not really drives; it's more snaps. Ooh.
So the
low pass, but Schoonmaker. Hold on, Schoonmaker made the catch. A tough play. I hope they're going to call it a catch. The Raiders are saying incomplete, but it looks like they called it a catch.
At least he gets some play now.
They keep moving backwards. I don't know. It's a flag as well. So number 79. Who is number 79? Is that? It's not Awesome Richards. Oh, well, let's go. Well, that's going to go from the team if he messes up. But again, third year, always injured. That right shoulder. You see him with the brace on there on the right shoulder. And he's playing that right tackle spot. against Max Crosby. I can't really,
I didn't really. I have to be honest, I didn't really see it, but I will take their word for it.
He's going against Max Crosby. Well, let's go. Good luck. Now, 2nd and 17. That's a free play for us.
They didn't call it.
They have to call it. He was in a neutral zone. Schoonmaker dropped that one. Caught the last one. 2 targets for him.
And no flag.
One was a flag against the Cowboys, and the other one's now incomplete. He just played up, dropped it. He's one of the guys I wanted to keep watching with Schoonmaker. I want him not just blocking. We know he can block well. I want him out there seeing the value of that 2nd-round pick from last year, because blocking ain't going to cut it. We could have got anyone to block. Could have got Osiris, what's his name? I forgot his name.
No.
Osiris.
Starts with the
Here's a run. We're just going to punt the ball here. To Royce Freeman for about 10 yards, but it's just, it was 3rd and 17. We didn't get the first.
A little disappointing. A little disappointing that we couldn't get a little more something going.
It wasn't a hold for Waletzko. It was hands to the face.
Yeah, I know.
So
that's why I said that I didn't really see it, but I will have to take their word for it.
Listen, right now it's 3-3, and it's our backups versus their starters.
It still feels like their offense has looked more successful in a weird way, but I also think that they've
their
taken.
Defense has stopped us twice. And I say stop twice because that first drive we just had 1 first down.
That's why I just said their offense has looked more productive.
Yeah.
Not ours, theirs.
No, I'm talking about their defense looks more. Oh, that's a block in the back. There it is. This is a flag. So this big return is coming back to the 40, to the 47, 48 yard line. But there's a flag. I'm guaranteeing you guys. It looked to me like a block in the back. It looked like 2 blocks in the back. To be honest, like boom, boom, like dominoes. That should be going way back. But
mother trucker.
I think that what I'm trying to say is that the Raiders' offense is not looking better than the Raider defense. I'm just staying with the Raiders. I know what you're saying. No, I know what you're saying. I'm saying that for me, the Raider defense actually, and we talked about this last night, their run defense is pretty good. Their starters. Their entire defense is actually supposedly pretty good, and they're playing them all. There it is, blocking the back. Yeah. So the Raider defense is actually playing well. Remember, they only allowed, like 20 yards the first drive, and they didn't let us get anything the second drive of the offense. Even though they got 3 points, they look disheveled. They look weak. The Minshew looks horrible. So they're playing our backups. Like, I understand why we can't drive against the Raider defense. Not because necessarily they're great. We got our backups in there, all of them. The Raiders, they got their starters and they can barely move the ball on offense against our second string defense. So, anyways, there you go.
I know, but gonna reiterate my original point, which is just that their offense, as of now, just has looked a little bit better than ours.
Oh, yeah.
Even with his mistakes and things like that. Again,
which is not
Cooper
saying much
Rush
for
or
us,
Trey Lance can't, get that deep bomb that, Minshew.
Minshew hit one, yeah. Well, I just think we need to
it's not like it's by much, because like you said, first of all, we stopped them, they stopped us, but we basically sputtered out, like...
But why do you think we look worse on offense than they do? I think it's because of the Raider defense. I think it's because of Max Crosby.
So
I think it's number
they,
18, Jones,
like you said,
right?
If they are playing...
They're playing the
starters on defense against still majority backups on our
Other than our rookies,
right?
they're all... Literally, other than our rookies, they're all backups. Tolbert, Cooper Beebe, and Tyler Guyton. Those are our 3 starters. And they're all either very young, like Tolbert in his 3rd year, who needs reps, or rookies, literally rookies. Like Cooper Beebe got to practice snaps the whole goddamn game.
Yeah, so and trust me, William, oh my goodness, I feel so bad for him. CJ, what's his name again, right? Isn't it CJ, the quarterback for Vikings that got hurt?
I forgot his name now. But yes, the top pick for the Vikings, the quarterback,
McCartney.
Somebody will say it in the chat.
But
yeah, he's out for the year with the torn. Was it a torn
knee,
torn ACL, or MCL?
One of the CLs is the point. Some kind of ligament issue inside his knee.
McCracken.
But the thing is that again,
JJ McCarthy.
Okay, yeah, there we go. But the disappointing part about that is again, you can't really get around having your rookie quarterback playing in the preseason and things like that.
You have to play them.
That's why we said, who are the people who don't play, right? But if you're a rookie, if you're a new guy, if you're, young part of the depth,
and
part of the team, if you're a younger guy,
needs to show something now. Like Mozzie not playing, but I'm saying guys like that, Tolbert, Mozzie.
Yeah, if you're not playing, you are an established starter and you know the scheme.
What's up, Traveling Fools? I know he's a Dolphin fan, but we appreciate you here, part of the membership, that Navy Blue crew. As I said, Earlier, yesterday, I shouted you out, brother. Appreciate you back in that navy blue level
it's been
of
9
things.
months, so
yes.
Congrats on the MCF, baby.
Yeah, he's having a
He
MCF
said, yo,
baby
yo.
here. Whoa, what?
Thank you so much, Traveling Fools. Appreciate you there.
Much love. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I hope the best going out for you and the wife. And yes, we kind of had to delay some of those plans that we got to talk to you about, but it's still going to happen. Just a matter of when, not if. But we'll contact each other there. On that first play, they ran about 6 yards. I think Justin Rogers started there, number 98. They dump it down again. Cowboy defense, backups and all. We got the new guy Booth, number 25, with a nice tackle.
A nice move there.
A nice play. It was a bootleg play action. They rolled out to the right, dumps it down. Usually that's a first down. We had number 24 right there, number 25 right there, Andrew Booth Jr., who we acquired from the Vikings when we traded Deshaun Wright, number 25, to the Vikings. We got Booth. Both guys, it's an even trade basically. Both guys need a new start. Booth looking not bad. I
also, with that, it kind of reminded me of something. Our tackling so far has been very clean.
Very good. That's a Zimmer, it's a Zimmer thing right there. I mean, that's a good thing that Zimmer's showing that he's obviously practicing tackling. As we say that, first down for the Raiders with their starting tight end against Marquise Bell and Leo Fowl underneath. It was like a zone coverage situation. It sucks
because, again, the pressure there was pretty good.
They had us kind of locked down there. It's just enough pressure, but he basically just had enough time. He has enough time to kind of pick that. And by the way, this is still Minshew. That's right, because the second-year guy, he is there. He kind of had to start last year, the second half of the year. He did pretty good. So Minshew is fighting it out with O'Connell. Is that his name? The tall guy, quarterback.
Yeah, a little more motion here from the Raiders.
Yeah, right to left. They're play actioning, stopping. He's gonna go deep for the end zone, but no one's open. Cowboys trying to come. Golston. What a play by Wanye Thomas once again.
Somebody decided to put the pressure because I'm sorry.
Golston overran it and didn't kind of guard if he turns against him. Right, he kind of went at him instead of coming at the right angle. Golston, who's having a good camp, could have done a little better there.
That hesitation there, though, I wasn't a fan of it. But man,
Wanye's playing great.
We are about to. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like we are going to surpass our interception record.
Very, very aggressive. If he had thrown that pass, Mukwam was right there. That might have been a pick.
Little G is here on the side, by the way, and even he gave me a look like, you really think we're going to pass him?
Leo Fowl there in the middle at linebacker. See if he can make this read right. No? Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Who is that? Is that Nealon? It is. Second-round pick, Marshawn Nealon.
You saw how he tried to punch out the ball there at the end, too?
But that's what I'm saying. He's an edge. He's kind of like DeMarcus Lawrence without the pass rushing ability, although that needs to kind of get developed. He already had a little pass rush going. He had it on two plays so far, and then he made a good run stop there. Marshawn Nealon, our second-round pick, already looking better than our second-round pick from last year. Schoonmaker. We ain't done shit, really. So I like Marshawn Nealon. I know he's more of a developmental kind of like, I know what he can do now and what he's going to do in the future. We're hoping. So, but that's great to see there from him. Now,
and Jet Li 44, so Jordan Phillips is expected to play tonight. I don't think we've seen him yet.
He's the backup to Justin Rogers right now, who's the rookie. Quick throw there to the outside. Damn it, 3rd and 10, and he got a first down against number 31, which sucks. But number 31 is Josh Butler. We're going to see a lot of him tonight.
I know, but that sucks just because, again, that was a big third down there where we could have just packed it up.
Oh, man, we were playing man. And again, look at the way we're lined up here. Initially with the linebackers, they drop back, but we're doing that every third down and long, we're going to see usually 2 linebackers on the line of scrimmage. That time they both drop back, but they want the guys on the line of scrimmage to show blitz, and make the offense kind of wonder, what are we going to do? Are we going to blitz this guy, that guy, both, none? We dropped them back in coverage, and still we dropped back in coverage, had the middle of the field kind of covered, but the outside was man coverage there.
So McCarthy, I guess, is asking he's asking a clarifying question.
Mm-hmm. So McCarthy is challenging a complete pass there. Let's see if both feet were in.
If he's challenging, I'm guessing there was a reason for it. But
it was a call from the top, it sounds like. So let's see what number 11 from the Raiders. Did he have complete possession? Oh, it hit the ground. That's the thing. Let's see. Did it go through? I don't think you can overturn that.
It looks like a catch to me. Sorry. Maybe they have a different angle?
I think they're just trying to roll the dice, see if they can make it change. But you got to have overwhelming proof. And that I didn't see any proof that was incomplete.
McCarthy has to practice throwing the flag, too.
He didn't even do that. He just held it.
He literally just held it, I know.
But I think that's a catch. It's not enough to overturn it. Unless there's like a behind angle. You see the ball hit the nose of the ball, like hitting the ground under his armpit. Then it's incomplete. Outside of that, there's no proof right now. So, it is what it is. It's a first down. And I just think it's maybe just, why not take a chance? It's McCarthy practicing his challenges.
I know, but I can't see how we even come close to winning that challenge. Like, that was, like I said, that felt like we were just practicing how to throw the challenge flag. So, just saying.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way we're going to win this challenge, in my opinion. So, either way, defense has to go out there and play, another drive, another, 4 plays or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Yeah, incomplete. I mean, it's completion, first down, and here we go. Wasted challenge, but again, it's not really the biggest deal. Again, This is almost like, I think McCarthy's like practicing challenges right now. But look at Al Harris. He's wondering how the fuck did how the fuck did Josh Butler stay off number 11 so much? It sounds like it was a breakdown on number 31 there. Again, Devontae Adams not playing because he's a superstar. He's not going to be in the game, but all the other receivers are starters or going to be starters or top guys in their rotation. So against our third stringers here. No pressure from Fehoko. Good stop. Look at that. 91.
There we go.
Is that Sweat? Who is that? Who's number 91? That was a great job there.
Great read.
Yeah, Tyrus Wheat. I'm sorry. Tyrus Wheat, nice job. He was on our practice squad last year, got called up. He was down the field blocking and then came back. Down the field pressuring the quarterback and a little tight end screen, turned around and made the play. Here's number 91. Look at him. Blocking him, gets through him, realizes it's a quick dump down. 57 really helped there as well. Who is 57? They got to give him a shout out. Buddy Johnson, undrafted rookie.
Another Johnson.
Yeah. There's a lot of them on this team. Come on, gotta slow that. That's a gap fit miss there. One of our guys.
Yeah, after such a great play too.
Look at the late hit with the helmet from the Cowboys is my guess. I unfortunately, even though I like Willie Harvey Jr. and he's almost got a pick, he was there at the right place, right time. He seems to make a lot of mistakes stopping the run. He cannot. He's a liability. Holding offense.
Okay.
Maybe that's why they got that big hole. But I didn't see 55 there. He fucked up last week in a major way, not helping Mozzie cover the run gap fits. And he just took the right side. He's supposed to hold his ground. There's the hold there, and it looks like they're holding Mukuamu is being held. I don't know, but
it kind of looks like the other way around, and from that angle, like Mukuamu was holding the other guy.
Look where Harvey is at, though. Harvey's making the tackle, and he's making the tackle like 10 yards down the goddamn field. So we cannot. I mean, Harvey, it's going to be hard for him to make this team, in my opinion. Even though he's looked great in training camp.
What about practice squad?
Yeah, he's a practice squad at best. I mean, he gets cut and brought back on the practice squad, but no one's going to pick him up. Had a nice pick in practice, had almost a pick here. Is playing well. That's why he's on the field there with our quote-unquote starters. He's our backup currently, but some pressure. Man. Hold right there. No hold. Low pass. Make the tackle. Stays in bounds, goes down. Josh Butler with the tackle. No hold. Again, that was Tyrus Wheat, number 91. Almost had a sack there. Kind of looked like he was held for a second. But
now I'm going to reiterate what I said a few minutes ago.
30-11, by the way.
I think the pressure is better than it was in the first game. Still some ways to go. Let me make that clear. But we are talking about improvement here, right? I think that they are doing a better job there.
I hear you. 30-11. Let's try to get a stop
now,
here,
I'm looking
please.
at our linebackers here because, again, it's another third down.
Willie Harvey and Buddy Johnson. There's pressure. 68. Gets in there. Got to get in there. Nice job. Who is that? Mukuamu knocks the ball out.
Look, Mukuamu is having a very solid performance today. And it was much. I was saying, it's much needed. He was very missed in that first preseason game because we were expecting him to get those reps that he needs and show off a little bit more. So especially under Zimmer's new
and look where he's playing. Not playing safety, playing cornerback in the slot. That's a very important spot for Mukuamu. He seems to know what the coverage is. He knows the defense here, and he was injured for a week or so.
Great awareness there, too.
Great job. He had the ball in his hands. It was almost a pick. Actually, their starting tight end had to find a way to knock the ball out, or it would have been a pick from Mukuamu. He almost had a pick earlier when Harvey knocked the ball down, or who was it that knocked it down? Somebody knocked it. Oh, there's number 16. Who was 16? I know something last week. He had a great game last week. Jalen Cropper. Last week he had like every catch. Jalen Cropper, number 16, returning that punt. It looked really good. 4th and 11. No, let's see. It's a hold. Yeah. Holding on the Cowboys will go back 10 yards on that return.
Unfortunately, the sloppiness begins.
Continues. There's Trey Lance. Some of you guys got your wish.
Is that Deuce Vaughn, by the way?
Yep, Deuce Vaughn in there.
Oh, wasn't he teammates with Cooper Beebe?
Yep.
Right?
Yep. But
some people have been. I swear I saw a comment, and not necessarily in our chat, but just like on the social medias. All right, saying that maybe Deuce Vaughn will look better running behind Cooper Beebe. I don't think that has anything to do with it necessarily, but
if the offensive line overall is better, then he'll look better.
He will look better.
But the thing is, right now they still got their starters, the Raiders. They just showed now we got our third stringers, Trey Lance, Deuce Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? Now, offensive line is the same for us. 2 starters and the rest are backups. But everybody else is like third string now. We run the ball here with Deuce Vaughn, and he gets right up BB's ass. He gets about 6, 7, 8 yards. Yeah, it's already working.
See, I said it so it could
Diablo.
Happen.
Wow, look at that. What a name.
Diablo. Nice.
Diablo. Anyways, Deuce Vaughn in the game, number 42. Trey Lance, number 19. We still got number 60 at left tackle, Tyler Guyton, our first-round pick. And, of course, our third-round pick, Cooper Beebe, number 56, snapping the ball. So let's continue seeing them the whole game, I hope, or most of the game.
I do think that the Chuma injury kind of fast-forwarded some of the timeline there.
To Deuce Vaughn. This time.
He gets a first.
Why can't we do this in a regular fucking season? He's dropping deuces all over the place. But let me ask you a question. Why don't we do this in a regular goddamn season?
I have a feeling that we might be seeing a little bit more of this in the regular season. Again,
he's got to stay on the team.
But that's what I'm saying. Deuce Vaughn is a complimentary member of the running backs. I think can do something. But the Cowboys seem to still be heavily implying that they're not done. Not even in the interior D-line stuff, which Jerry brought up earlier
running back side
before the game today. But yeah, I think they're still going to make a singular move at running back.
No,
it's just one of those things that they're obviously. By the way, I think that's the end of the first quarter. Yeah. So, thoughts so far, baby, while I go grab some water. And I'm sorry, guys, my allergies are acting up today, so my eyeballs are like extra watery.
We had a long day. I know, college. College stuff
for little J.
Yeah, it's
little G had his band stuff yesterday's first football game.
Crazy 2 days for sure.
And by the way, the football team
they won. Yeah, 21-6. Go high school. Anyways, but now we're ending our 2 days of craziness. We had a stream last night and a stream today on our busiest kind of parts of the week. So it's more about with the news and the information coming out than it is necessarily finding time to go live. It's more of that. So we got to get these things. These are the most important things, the games, and some very important news that we had to go over yesterday. So I'm glad we got it all done. But I hope everybody out there is hitting that like button for the stream, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know we're going live, and enjoying this game somewhere with us, whether you're watching it with us or you are listening to us, watching us, watch the game for you and get to break it down.
Yes. So, like I said, baby, what are some, obviously, just the first quarter, but what are some takeaways from here that you've got so far? And so, I guess I'm trying to move, but the dog is literally like, she's
Marshawn Nealon, the rookies, first of all, the 4 rookies, the top 4 rookies, right? Marshawn Nealon, number 94, who's been looking pretty good against starters. Liu Fao, also looking good on defense. Not necessarily against starters, but I like to see the way he's being used and what maybe the plan is going to be with Zimmer. I love seeing that part of it. So the rookies make a big deal for me on it. On offense, of course, Tyler Guyton, left tackle. I haven't seen anybody come out there, and I haven't seen anybody disrupt the interior with Cooper Beebe as the starting center. So
yeah, he doesn't look as small anymore. You're right, Tornado. Something about it, we know he's still the same exact size, but he feels not as undersized when he runs like that. I think that's a better way of explaining it.
He made a move on number 18, who's been having a great game. But he made a move on him because he had a little open field there.
I was like, oh, man, if he had just gone to the right instead of the left, he could have gone all the way.
The move was just good enough to even get anywhere, right? So go ahead. Second quarter starting. And, of course, they're getting the play in now and getting ready to run this play here. But I do think that I love the way the rookies the top 4 rookies that we've drafted, the way they're looking so far against starters. Now, Max Crosby has been wrecking havoc a bit because he's going to get to Waletzko, who right now I don't look like he's ready for any kind of prime time. So I would love to see Crosby against Tyler Guyton. That's what I want to see, so he's ready for Myles Garrett week 1 against the Browns when it really counts. Crosby's a little better. I mean, Myles Garrett's just a little better than Max Crosby, So Myles Garrett was a Defensive Player of the Year, if I'm not mistaken, last year. So, but Max Crosby, Micah Parsons, T.J. Watt, they're always in the mix there. Those are the best of the best at pass rushing. So this is one of them. And we're seeing a lot of, let's go struggling. While I would wish somehow we can get Tyler Guyton against him. But nope, not again. It's Max Crosby against let's go, and the tight end on the right, Schoonmaker. Trey Lance, first pass, play action, going down the field deep to the corner, overthrown. As Billy Johnson trips and falls as well on Bennett, the number 0 for the Raiders, at coverage there at cornerback. So, the receivers went up against starters. It's going to be tough. Trey Lance, let's be honest, even though there was some pressure, horrible throw, overthrown. I mean, it's kind of like the way it's been for him.
He'll take over for Dak any day now.
Yeah, he'll be taking over for Dak any minute for those Dak haters. Face it, guys, Dak's our starter. It's going to be our starter this year. Now, there's Deuce Vaughn fake run, but Max Crosby did not get fooled. But Trey Lance showing his best ability is the athletic ability he has currently, not throwing, not decision-making. But that run right there, he was stopped dead for maybe a 2-yard gain. Max Crosby was breathing down his neck, and he still slithered down the sideline for like a 8-yard gain. That's what I'm talking about. So there's a Trey Lance we love, but he's got to be able to show some throwing. He's got to be able to show some good decision-making skills because right now he's a third stringer for real, and he earned the third string spot right now. He ain't earned no second stringer. 3rd and 2. Deuce Vaughn in the middle, ready to. No, it's a real inside. He's gonna block. I don't know. He's gonna be dumped down to here. Trey Lance.
No one's falling for
sucks. Trey Lance fucking sucks. He threw that shit too high. A quick pass like that, yeah, you got to make it quick, but man, you cannot. You have to hit him in the hands. You can't hit him up, 20 feet up in the air.
And there's an easy solution.
Go for this
only
shit.
Draft receivers and tight ends and stuff
that
like that that are over 7 feet tall. Yeah.
Just look. It also goes through his hands. Should have been caught by Flournoy, the rookie, but man, still,
you make it a lot harder for your rookie receiver to make a catch if you're throwing it all the way up here.
If you put it a little lower, it's an easy first down. But almost blocked. Did not get blocked. Good punt there by Anger to the corner. He's out of bounds. Wow, what a punt! You can't do better than that. That was out of bounds, wasn't it? Okay, I'm about to say. I thought he was out. He starts running. He caught the ball with the foot on the out of bounds line. So. You can't punt the ball better than that, Anger. A great job there, I think, on the 11-yard line or the 15-yard line, something like that. Yeah, look, the 15. Look at his feet. Look at that left foot pop out of bounds. Whoop.
Yep.
That's out of bounds. That's that. So.
Great catch, by the way.
Oh, you mean?
I mean
the catch.
No. The catch itself was whatever, but the catch of realizing that he stepped out.
MCFI is. That's why I got these glasses, guys. By the way, big shout outs to Skeptical Fan, to Mark Hovsepian, the Top Dog Babe Bullies, and Justin Quarles, the Q-Man, for the drops of love so far tonight. Cannot do this without you guys. As often as we try to do these live streams, and of course we've been doing this for 8 years now, 8 seasons. These game day live streams, our reactions live as the game is going down. So Minshew's still in there, guys. We're in the second quarter.
So again, I don't know about you, but we don't have our starting or potentially starting quarterback out there.
Aiden O'Connell. I think they brought their back. So a couple backups are coming in for the Raiders now, but they still got a majority starters. Aiden O'Connell is the guy kind of trying to fight for that spot against Minshew, which, again, O'Connell was the starter last year. Second half of the season for the Raiders. Here comes a little blitz. We're playing up on the line of scrimmage, blitzing. Just don't be over the neutral zone. Going deep over the top because no safety. Again,
just a bad pass.
They were picking on Eric Scott Jr. I thought he might have had the hand here, Eric Scott Jr. But the point is, it was uncatchable. It was thrown to the left, and Tucker, number 11 from the Raiders, kind of ran down the field, looked to his right over his right shoulder. See, but there's a little. You guys saw it too, right? The little Eric Scott hold. They could have called that, and in the regular season, trust me, they will. 3rd and 4. So 3rd and 4, and you got to wonder what is going to happen with this. I want to see the Cowboy defense, how we line up, because I think that's too close to do that double A mug kind of play where you have both linebackers in the middle. But they do have Buddy Johnson. Look, they have him over the center. Yeah, yep. Great job by 43 to knock the ball out, but it was the scheme there that caused the issue. That's the Zimmer scheme. They had 2 guys in the middle. I think one guy blitzed, the other guy, the linebacker, dropped back. Buddy Johnson dropped back in coverage and helped be the second guy behind number 43 to make the play there if it was needed. So, man, that is a great play there by the defensive scheme.
I love how Tomato said, he looks like he thinks he's on Madden. Trey Lance.
Keeman Hall making the play there, by the way, number 43. Here's a punt. And we're going to see a return here. Oh, maybe not. It was over his head. What a catch there over his head by Cropper. Oh, no, he fumbled. He just lost his fucking job. Raiders ball. Cropper just fumbled the ball. He gave it up like a fucking hot potato.
It looked like he was trying to almost pass it to him. That's how bad that fumble was.
Those are the things that cost you a position on the team. So Cropper, even though he had
special teams matters.
Yeah, even though he had a good. Wait, did the Cowboys recover it?
Really?
I don't know. That doesn't mean anything. The Cowboys have it as they came up with it. I don't know who called it. That looks like it's Turner got the ball.
No, because if he didn't maintain possession of it.
Well, if he didn't do it, then that's a miracle. We got lucky, man. Cropper cannot afford to make mistakes like this. Even if it's our ball, and I don't see how that could be. He's on it, and we're on him, and the ball's dead. That's it. This guy came in there and ripped it out, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
I know. Keeping up hope. You just can't. You can't have that. And again, Cropper. I'm talking about a guy who has to be perfect to make this team. Even though we love what he's doing.
I would love to see how Bones is feeling right now.
Even though we love how he's doing, had a great camp so far. I know this is his first mistake. Those are the ones that keep you off the team because he's not going to beat out CeeDee Lamb when he comes here.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks. He's not going to beat out Jalen Tolbert or Brooks or Turpin.
Yeah, some mistakes you just can't afford. Doesn't matter.
Cropper got to do better. Hopefully he can do something in this game to kind of get us to forget that play. Right now, defense got to come through again. I think we got our big guys in here. Is that good defense here? Great job at Keeman Hall. And this guy 2 plays back to back.
Great plays.
We picked him up a free agent, and again, he's a slot corner, can play inside and outside. He can do both. He got a couple of picks, if I'm not mistaken. I think he had one pick the first day in training camp. I think it was off Trey Lance. But it was a great move, a great play. He's a sticky coverage guy. He's starting to get on my radar. Number 43, Keeman Hall, as a possible guy here. I mean, that's why you watch preseason. These guys they're playing against mostly starters. Here we go. Shotgun for Minshew. 2nd and 10. I don't see pockets closing, but Minshew gets out again. And 68 almost gets to him. Who was 68?
And it feels like
Albert Huggins. He's the one that was a cheap shot, remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Number 68, who's been kind of active in this game. Fehoko is trashed out. Man, I don't know what's going on. Number 93 is disappointing me a lot. And then the other guy out there is Rogers, the rookie from Auburn, number 96, who was our interior starting guy there at nose tackle, let's say. Still no Jordan Phillips at all yet, number 98.
Again,
at least that we've seen.
I expect that the 15 snaps that he's going to get are going to be in the second half.
Zimmer defense. Look at the 2 corner. Look at the 2 linebackers in the middle. See them?
Yeah.
Who's coming in? Who's not? We got a safety up top.
Well,
Safety. The cornerback went in though. That's what I'm trying to say, baby. Great defense. You see what's happening though?
I love that.
You see the way that Zimmer defense. It's not about the players now. It's about.
I feel like every third down, look for our linebackers, guys. I know you
said
that earlier.
I said that the day we signed Zimmer. I said that. I talked about this exact scheme on defense. They're going for it on 4th and 6. Watch them do it again. We're gonna have 2 linebackers over center and a cornerback or safety kind of coming to the line. You're gonna have 7 guys on the line, and they got to figure out who's coming in. So they all might drop back. We only got 4 guys rushing. A guy comes in. We have sometimes a defensive lineman that will drop back in coverage while other guys blitz. Now, this is a 4th down. We don't have the double A gap mug here. 4th and 6. We're playing the normal pass rush, 4 down lineman. Too much time. Overthrown high. Incomplete. Cowboys get the ball stopped.
Cowboys got lucky as
Cropper
shit.
with his dumb mistake. Again, that would have cost us 3 points at least. But
so again, the defense
did it again.
I mean,
defense looking great out there.
Again, outside of the pressure on the D-line, and the reason I've been...
That would have been a first down, by the way, though. Andrew Booth Jr. was way too far off. But,
and I know it probably sounds annoying at this point, and I know, no starters and things like that, but these are the types of things that make me put more weight towards some of those pregame comments by Jerry when he says, hey, we might not be done making moves on the D-line. Right?
Yeah. I think it's contingent on how some of these guys do as well.
I agree, and again... throwing this out there too, how much of that does have to do with the fact that Mazi Smith obviously, hasn't quite gotten there.
Yeah. I mean, Mazi's, of course, we still got. I got to see more from Mazi Smith. Unfortunately, Mazi is, one of those guys that not playing today. Unfortunately for that allergic reaction, but I think that the last game against the Chargers at home. We're going to see a lot of Mazi Smith. We need to see more reps. I still need more reps from Mazi. I just need them. And I got to see him be able to show us more so he's ready for week 1. You know?
Tornado's like, we're just going to do field goals all this year. That's it. So Wiseman27 said Gardner's playing like Lance. So, hey, only one of those is
yeah, I know. I guess you could say
starter,
that.
technically. Raul did say one thing. I agree. He said, I would like to see a Cowboys touchdown tonight. I would like to see a Cowboys touchdown.
It'd be nice, right?
Let me make that clear, too, an offensive touchdown. Because I fully believe our defense could probably get a pick six here. The way that, the Raiders have been playing so far. So, let me see. Aztec also said, Cropper's going to be walking home.
I mean, again, luckily, we didn't lose, too much there. In my opinion,
Let me see. John Connor said, I want Trey Lance to succeed, but it just isn't coming together for him. Again, that's why Jerry had to hype him up. And look, if I was a different type of person and I heard that comment, I would almost think that he's being sarcastic when he's like, oh, I could see why San Francisco gave up 3 first-round picks for him. But he's not being sarcastic or tongue-in-cheek when he says it. Like, he kind of means it.
No, I agree.
He kind of means it.
Yeah.
So, that's the unfortunate part.
Very unfortunate.
Anyway, rolling back a little bit here. Yeah, Aztec guy, by the way, said it. Defense going to have to save us again.
Right now, yeah. I mean, right now, the offense, again, starters versus backups, and Trey Lance here rolling out.
Play action.
Trey Lance getting some distance there, but putting Schoonmaker in a tough situation, we gained 1 yard. It's just not good
Still
there.
a high pass, by the way, even though it was only 5 yards away from Schoonmaker, which is ridiculous. But, hey, I think at this point we just have to accept that that's just, Trey Lance's MO. He throws his passes pretty high. So, and not that it matters. It is the second quarter. It's 11 minutes into the second quarter.
Second quarter or not, it's been a game and a half. He's been overthrowing almost every single pass.
So a second
There's a
and
run.
9.
Is that Deuce?
I think it looks like Deuce.
Nope, Malik Davis, 34. So, man, it is a shame, though, that, Trey Lance is not showing up the way that we all hoped he would. And again, some of you guys want him as a starter. I'm saying as a good backup. That's what I want.
Yeah, but last year it was one thing. We really were hoping that this year we would see a little bit more of that progression, that elevation, but I guess there's a reason that he's never really made it.
Yeah, he played like 13 games in his life before he went to the NFL. 3rd and 5. Trey Lance looking left, throws it left, and this was a fault of number 16, Cropper. Almost caused a pick. I cannot blame Trey Lance on that one.
No, that was one of his few good passes.
It was in his hands. It might not have been perfect, but it was in his hands. It hit his hands and went up in the air, almost got picked. Jalen Cropper having a horrible game. Horrible game. Yeah, that hit him in the hands. I mean, I'm sorry. You gotta make that catch. I say this about Dak. If it's not perfect, people complain on this pass here would have been like, Dak put it here.
It's a little behind,
but it's not Dak's fault. And just like in this one, it's not Trey Lance's fault. If you guys ever played football in your life, even as Pee-wee, Pop Warner, if it hits your hands, you make the catch. I don't give a fuck about who's the quarterback because you hate Dak, you hate the pass. No, because you like Trey Lance, you should have. It was the receiver. It's always on the receiver. Oh my God, he's going all the way on the return here. Just don't get anger hurt. Number 11 again, kicking our fucking ass here, single-handedly.
Again, they can make moves on special teams.
Well, he again, Tucker for the Raiders, tippy-toed down the sideline, and honestly, just a great play by them.
Yeah, and that one was penalty-free as well.
Bones, his specialty, whether it's the new kickoff or punt return. Man, just nobody covering that's outside. I know it almost looked like a block in the back, but it wasn't. Cowboys, and if it was, too bad. You got to overcome that. We had nobody on the outside. They got missed tackle there. Another good block. Raiders did a great job. The Raiders are now on our 33-yard line.
I'm doing a quick little injury update check here, just because, again, halfway through the second quarter. Just want to make sure that everyone is...
10 minutes into the second here. Getting close to the halfway point.
I'm so sorry. Let me let the clock tick down 3 more minutes before I go check for injuries.
All right, we got to do that. No, here's the play action. They're looking down the field. Oh, man, just split our defense. A 13-yard gain for a first down. That's Harvey missing. Marquise Bell missing. I think Scott. I'm not sure the other guy. Well, no, was it Andrew Booth? I don't know. Either way, I think it was 25. Yeah, just not a good play. Good play by the Raiders. They split our defense. Is that Aiden O'Connell? It is, I think. It is. See, this one hit the guy in the hands. It wasn't like a perfect pass, but he pulled it in.
Again,
it's up to the receiver.
Catchable. Let's stop making excuses for why people aren't doing their jobs.
Yeah, it's a catchable pass. You make the catch. That's the rule of football. And I don't care if it's Dak throwing the ball, Trey Lance throwing the ball, or Aiden O'Connell throwing the ball. If you can only
catch perfect passes, you're not a good receiver.
Then you're just an average receiver. A flag is holding on the Raiders. They go back 10 yards. So now it's going to be what? Second and like 17 or something like this. Second and, I guess it was a first down. So it'll be first and 20, I guess. Depends where the hold occurred, I guess, on that play. Either way, it looks like, was it? Yeah, I don't see a hold there on this play by the Raiders, but yeah, first and 20 now. So they're on the first and 20 on our 24-yard line. Here we go. Aiden O'Connell, number 12, the quarterback. He's shotgun right here. Running back's behind him. They got three receivers. Basically, running back became a receiver.
Great pressure.
Dumps it down to the outside. Great job.
Again.
It was not caught, but doesn't matter. Andrew Booth right there. So
again, the pressure helped make that pass just a little too high.
He rushed it, threw it a little high. We love that. And I'm just saying, this is the Zimmer scheme. There's Mohabit, number 92. We picked him up about 2 weeks ago. The other guy, Shakatoni, he's gone. Number 72. He's gone. We got a new 72 now. So great job there. Even if he had caught it, it still would have been a loss of a yard, a gain of a yard. It would have been nothing. So that second and 20, we just went home with the 3 points. And trust me, if we get them to a fourth and 15 or fourth and 12, they're going to kick the field goal. They're not going to go for it. Now we're not mean mugging on this one here. We kind of showed what we're going to and drop back on both linebackers. Now a little pressure there. He dumps it down. Got to make the tackle. He does. And who is that? Again, Andrew Booth with the play.
What number is Jordan Phillips, by the way?
98.
98?
Yep.
So then he was out there.
I saw 96, Rogers. I didn't see 98.
Maybe it was the other way around, because I swear I saw him in there on like one of the first or second drives.
Well, we cut Carl Davis, who was 98, and we replaced his jersey. We gave that jersey to Jordan Phillips. But I don't think
so the good thing is no injury updates. I just extra triple check now.
I'm looking at the lineup here. Andrew Booth is doing great so far in this game. There's the
throw.
Got to make the tackle here. Back to Andrew Booth, and he makes the tackle.
Man.
I mean, that's 3 plays by Andrew Booth. Am I wrong here? That's 3 plays for Booth. He's made it. And by the way, Jet Li's also made it here as a member in the Navy Blue crew right now.
That's right.
Almost always a star level member. What did he say with his monthly comment?
Our start for 6 has started. In 2 weeks, the real test begins. So let's get the bad stuff out of the way and start, I'm guessing, separating, that autocorrect strikes again, separating the men from the boys. I don't think you want to spread the men from the boys.
Yeah, definitely not. Field goal coming. And, again, they got a great kicker. I'm about to put the 6 on the screen.
Thank you so much, Jelly44. Again, yes, he's got 39 months of representation in the membership there. So
got a lot of OGs in the house, guys. You know how that goes. And we have guys that have been like Justin Quarles. And some of you guys as well. Not some of you guys like Jet Li and others, Skeptical, the Lunatic. Been here since like 7 years ago, you know? So from the beginning. So thank you guys sticking around here in our 8th season. 7 years under the belt here on YouTube as we're currently in our 8th year, you know, of doing this on YouTube. Not full 8 years, but we are in our 8th season fully. So I know it's we started in the middle of the year and started, you know, our first year basically, you know, right at the season.
We started with the football season.
Yeah.
Is the point.
Exactly.
So
8th season, 7th year.
Now, real quick, you know, Booth is playing well last week. And John Connor also said, I'm liking Mike Zimmer's defense. So
me too. And it fits the players that we have, their skill set. Not every player could do this, you know, physically, or maybe, you know, you have to have fast guys. You have to have certain guys in different spots that are stronger, let's say. But you also have to have everybody connected on what the scheme is. What we've heard about Zimmer's scheme is that all the players, the nose tackle knows what the safety's going to do. The safety knows what the nose tackle is going to do. And that's the understanding of the defense. If they understand it, then it's like a working, moving puzzle. That they all know what's going on our side. And you can see every play. We're dictating what the offense does. Now, again, this is starting to get the backups now. But I like the scheme. I like that the players know it. Even we're assuming the starters know it. We've seen it in practice, but the backups know it. The third stringers know it. I love that. That means they're catching on to it. And that's a big plus for this team if we want to even be somewhat successful this year. So, because I think the offense may have some issues if, you know, whether it's running back, whether it's offensive line or whatever it may be, or even, you know, I mean, I hope it's not any scheme issues. But it's not Dak issues. You know what I'm saying? So, as long as we keep that to a minimum and our defense stays elite and can kind of show what we're seeing a little bit more in a regular season like this, we'll be in every game.
Yeah, one of the bigger things to me that I feel like will carry over, like, directly one-on-one that we're seeing here in the preseason, the tackling.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
I agree.
After what feels like a very long time of watching, it felt
missed tackles and
bull runners in freaking Spain. Ole! Ole! Right? I just appreciate the solid, consistent tackling across the board, too. Right? Like, we've seen the D-line get some great tackles in. We've seen our linebackers get some great tackles in. Our corners, our safeties. These are the things that I feel like we do carry more from the preseason
I agree.
on, And
the
again,
understanding of...
I'm also cautiously optimistic because I'm hoping that that's one of the things that actually translates to the regular season. Or is it that unfortunate thing where like, oh, it's the preseason.
Yeah.
They're really only tackling well because...
That Deuce? No. Yeah, Malik Davis just got crushed. He just got crushed. So that was the kickoff... the new kickoff. Again, I do like the way that, and again, I don't know if you guys are all seeing it from the same feed, but I like the way that they show the landing zone. Like, I think we need a whole year of that visually, so for the next year, we already know landing zone is, we know the rules already. We need a year of the landing zone. Because they show you where it has to land. If it lands short of the 20, you can't really return it.
Yeah.
It goes to the 40. It's like going out of bounds. Any kick that lands before the 20-yard line is out of bounds. Of course, it goes out of the end zone. That's fine. There's Royce Freeman, number 27, who I repped last week, the jersey. He didn't play. But I think Freeman is a guy who's a sneaky good player that can make this team. But I like the way... That's
going to have to be a little
Scootmaker in the scuffle.
That's going to have to be a tradition because they're wearing 88 today. And obviously...
not there.
He's still not there.
Well, let's see how we do. We lost last week.
How funny would it be if he was
not that it matters.
like in the audience?
CD.
Like just watching the game like a fan.
There's no doubt he's watching the game.
Oh.
But he definitely is saying, okay, I would never be playing. I just need to connect with the guys on the sideline, which is Dak and the whole and the offense and the receiving core. Trey Lance, another run here to Royce Freeman for the first down. I like Royce Freeman. I'm not saying he's the best pickup we could have had, at running back, but he's a good little running back that can help another fight here with Schoonmaker. So Schoonmaker getting
Schoonmaker going to cost us a lot of money.
Well, it looks more like the Raiders are the ones fucking with Schoonmaker. Let's put it that way. And again, the Antonio Pierce, the Raiders head coach, is like this to this team. Like, be smart. Don't be every play you're fighting Schoonmaker.
He seems a little frustrated with this team getting into it like that.
So here we go. Royce Freeman still in there, number 27. Trey Lance and shotgun here. Two receivers on the left, one on the right. Those are the Billy Johnsons and the Cropper guys out there. Trey Lance throwing it. It's a catch. This time he makes the outside play. To number 18, rookie Ryan Flournoy. 6th round pick, I think he was.
I will say, Trey Lance might as well take out a billboard right over his head and announce what play that he's going to make.
You noticed that, right? He literally eyeballed the right side the entire play. He's looking at it.
It's like he's just looking and waiting to see when the guy that he knows is supposed to get
that's
the
not
ball
the way you're supposed to do it.
Open.
Number 5 for the Raiders, if he was a starter, if he was a better player, that's a pick.
Because Trey Lance looked at him. It doesn't look like he went through any of his reads at all.
Yeah, there's a run to Royce Freeman, gets about 4 or 5 yards there. Again, I really think Royce Freeman, my question is, if you got Rico Dowdle, you got Zeke, you're going to have Lipke. I know the Cowboys are going to keep Lipke. So do you keep one more running back? Obviously, you got to keep one more. Malik Davis, I really am a big fan of him. Yeah. I think it's between him and Royce Freeman fighting it out. I think Deuce Vaughn is more of he's in trouble, Deuce Vaughn, on this team.
Look, Deuce will probably make the practice squad.
Yeah, but somebody else might pick him up.
They might. So Raul, by the way, is saying, they're keeping the play calling vanilla on purpose. He thinks that the offensive play calling
Here's Deuce Vaughn, by the way. And here he breaks it out for a 7-8 yard gain. He was stopped, and then he just squirted out like a little guy he is. Say that again about what was the last question?
Raul said that they're keeping the play calling vanilla on purpose.
Agree, of course. Every team kind of does that. Every team keeps it vanilla on offense and usually defense, but our defense, you can see the scheme is not vanilla. The scheme is Zimmer-like.
We got the Baskin-Robbins 31 flavor.
Because the problem with our defense is that it's a rookie scheme for these players. So they need to be seen more. Down the line, first string, second string, third string, fourth. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Trey Lance in the shotgun with Deuce Vaughn as a running back to his right. It is not a run, it's a throw. Trey Lance telegraphs it, but gets it to Flournoy for about a 7-yard gain, 6-yard gain for the rookie. Flournoy, again, missed about a week of practice with an injury.
Yeah.
He's been back this past week and a half. And, he's going to have to get something. He's got a challenge. He's now got a chance, I think, to kind of surpass someone like Jalen Cropper.
Yeah, again, Cropper.
For that 6th receiver spot.
Cropper just took himself out of the running for that
Definitely,
spot,
I think it hurt him. I think he gave an open door for other people now to jump in there. And that's what we're looking at. It's really about one receiver spot and then who can make the practice squad.
I say I've never seen an open door that didn't let people through it.
To Deuce, who bounces off the first. He somehow got out of number 93's grasp, spun around, and got a first down. I mean, I don't know how the Cowboys don't use this guy in the regular season with some kind of effectiveness. It seems like it works. I know we got the rookies out there. I got it. But, not rookies, but backups out there. I got it. But Deuce Vaughn, he just seems somebody hard to take down. And somehow, after in preseason, looks like a superstar. Regular season looks like crap. I don't know what to say. But right now, it looks like someone. We cut him.
Yeah.
Someone's going to pick him up. He's not going to make the practice squad.
It does seem like
someone will take a risk. Someone will take a chance on him. Same thing with Royce Freeman.
I feel like it's got to be a team that's got at least a solid O-line.
Call timeout for the Cowboys. They were 2:58 in the second quarter. Call the timeout. We have one timeout left because remember we challenged that one play early in the game. A silly challenge.
Now Jet Lee44 is saying, "Damn, the Raiders just slapped them in the face and they didn't even call a flag."
I mean, the referees are also in preseason mode. I saw one of our guys slap one of the Raider guys in the face. I saw Jet Lee. I saw Eric Scott Jr. pulling the jersey of a player, even though the ball was not caught or was not as near him. Probably because of the grabbing of Eric Scott, they didn't call it either. That wasn't us. It's not a conspiracy that they're gonna miss calls that we should get going our way, and they're gonna miss calls that we should go against us. Just gotta keep that. Every play there's a penalty. Just always remember that. It's about whether they see it or not. And that's on both teams, the Raiders and the Cowboys, and every team, all 32 of them.
I don't know, something about that star just must draw the eye.
That's your point. If anything has to be it's got to be that beautiful helmet, that star, the jerseys, everything, because maybe they're looking a little harder.
Consciously or otherwise.
There you go.
Right?
But it's not a conspiracy. They don't hate us. The refs aren't out to get us. There was a point a year and a half ago, not last season, but even before that, we were like the least penalized team for the first half of the season, one of the least penalized teams. So it can be done.
And then the Cowboys
it's about
discipline. My beer.
Yeah, and then we fucking blew chunks the second half of the year and became like one of the worst penalized teams, most penalized teams. That's all. Not a big deal. It's just, we all understand, right? It happens to both teams. Let's just accept that because referees cannot be the reason why we lose. And that's on the Cowboys, not on the refs. That's all I'm saying. And I've always said that. And sometimes it's annoying, and sometimes it's annoying when we see an actual penalty. But you cannot blame everything on the refs. It's got to be on the Cowboys overcoming the refs. That's all. You just got to be a little better.
And again, remember, if you play clean, the refs don't have anything to call against you. So
them's facts.
Just a little suggestion there. So, let me see. So, by the way, Aztec Aguilar 4 said, "I know that it's the preseason, but why don't we utilize Vaughn more? The West Texas Coast offense should be perfect for him."
In the preseason, we look at last year against Seattle, spin moves, touchdowns. Look at the two preseason games he had. It was everybody couldn't wait to see him, and then he had like one good play the whole year in the regular season when it counts. It's to me, it's two things. It's because we got a lot of starters in the Raiders who are trickling out right now, but guys, it's about usage of Deuce Vaughn, not preseason to regular season. It's how you use Deuce Vaughn. So I think that's part of the issue there. Play action to Royce Freeman, Trey Lance. I mean, all the time in the world, and we get a 4-yard gain.
And he still threw it high.
He still threw it off the target. But Flournoy hit his hands. He made the catch. It's high, whatever. It's got to be caught, right? It's one thing if it's off the fingertips, like off the tippy. But it's another thing when it hits your hands and, it's a little bit of a stretch.
Still in the realm of catchable.
Man, it's a great job by Flournoy, though. See, I like that. Because and they still got their rookie, their starters. Number 18 is a starter for the Raiders. You're seeing our number 18 with a good range, right? A catch radius. I like that. Trey Lance getting clobbered there. Schoonmaker makes the catch. First down. Finally sees a little Schoonmaker. That's his best play he's ever had.
Not even that, but just finally a successful completion from Trey Lance to Schoonmaker.
Yes.
He targeted him like 3 times in that first game and got...
Look, the pressure came from that left side. The blitz, that's the guy supposed to cover Schoonmaker. Trey Lance noticed it, immediately throws it out to him. He had to do it because it was a surprise blitz. But that's where you have to hit the tight end. That's the blitz is that side where you know where he's going to be at. That blitz is coming from there. That means usually they're missing a guy there.
Yeah.
Trey Lance was good read on that one. It's good when he has only one read to make. Like this or that, he's good at that. It's going through the progressions and not telegraphing the play.
Yeah,
when you have to actually sit in the pocket, that's where he has his biggest issues.
Again,
I like that play from Trey Lance.
I'm going to make myself laugh because, again, this is when Jerry made his pre-game comments saying, like, oh, I can see why they gave up a first-round pick for him and whatever. Don't worry about it. Anyway. William Birdie said a deuce is a third down back at best.
Like Sproles. Remember him? Was he a three down back? Hell no. So Deuce Vaughn is a third down kind of specialist, I would say. But then if you see him in the game, everyone knows that, okay, this is probably going to go to Deuce Vaughn. He's not going to be able to block. He's not going to be able to...
How do we utilize some of these plays? I don't want to specify Deuce Vaughn, but just in general, how can McCarthy, utilize these players while also not, again, telegraphing the fact, like, if Deuce Vaughn is out there on the field...
I'll say one thing.
And everybody knows he's going to get the ball. Like,
here's the thing, though. Last year we had, of course, Pollard was our number one running back, no question. And we had Rico Dowdle, like this, he'll spell you a little bit.
Yeah.
This year we have a running back by committee. Committee.
Sorry, that makes me laugh just because, again, anything by committee gives me a bit of a flashback.
But this is why. When you're running back by committee, you have Zeke, you have Royce Freeman, you have Rico Dowdle, you throw in there Deuce Vaughn, and you don't really know what we're doing, and they all have to be utilized. You just can't throw in Deuce Vaughn for 3 plays and then think you're going to fool the defense.
And what's up, CPG, Ronan the Voice?
CPG in the house.
Thanks for rocking through, rolling with us.
Azteca, I see you guys. Tornado, Jet Li, in the place to be. Thank you. And big shout out to Marissa Sparkle, right there. Currently this week, in first place on the overall board with the Q-Man with his drop earlier. Second on that board. Mark also moving on up in third place after his initial drop there. Top dog. They're number 4 in fourth place. I think Skeptical is fifth. And then a whole bunch of people in that navy blue crew tied for sixth place on the board. So much love to you guys. Big shout out to Chill Pill, the sponsor of the week, and Cash App Queen. Marco Seppian, 67 points on the stream, boss. And Jet Li 44 as our gifting champion. Nobody gifting leading right now. There is no gifting membership so far this week, but this is our second stream of the week. Let's be real. So, and we're always going to make these live. I don't think we've missed a live stream reaction unless we were at the actual game, which has happened when, what, 3?
That is the only reason we've ever missed one.
Like 4 times in 7 years. So, yeah. This year we're not going to any games, though. Jerry, you didn't go all in.
By the way, Ronan the Voice is thrown out there. Deuces always look good in the preseason, but then the regular season comes, and then we're back to not being able to use him.
Because we're playing against starters here. He looked good. So it's misusage of Deuce Vaughn. Maybe you need a whole dosage of Deuce. Can you just throw him in there for a play or two? I don't think you can. I don't think he'll be successful that way. And I think when you have a whole team of starters over and over again every single week, that's part of the issue too. But I think it's about McCarthy getting the usage out of him, utilizing him properly. Look for him to play some slot receiver this game. There's Royce Freeman. Once again, 2-yard gain only there. On a second, now it's 2nd and 8. But I know we kind of touched on this, and we did see this in practice, but you see Deuce Vaughn playing slot.
Yes.
As a slot wide receiver. I seen him do that, and then I saw, was it Wanye Thomas, who took it for a pick 6. All right? So I don't think that's necessarily the best idea either. He's a short player in the slot. Unless you do quick little, like Beasley kind of drives, plays, it's not going to work when you go send him down the field. Here's a run, number 18, Flournoy, cut it inside. He does not. He goes back to the outside, and that's not Flournoy, that's Cropper. This time didn't fumble, a yard short of the first down, 3rd and 1. So now,
it feels like had he gone inside there, we would have gotten the first, but...
Well, again, I kind of think the way coaches teach you, they say keep going to the outside.
I know that's why I said,
Yeah.
But
great job, though, to get those extra yards and breaking that tackle by Cropper. His best play so far today.
And holding on to the ball, too.
Yeah, he just, again, didn't get the first, in my opinion. But on 3rd and 1, my question is, without Zeke right now, of course, we know this would be a Zeke play. It's under review.
What's there to review?
I know.
Like, what are they questioning?
I don't know. First down or not?
In bounds or not? Like, I don't.
No, I mean, he obviously caught that. Did he fumble it? But he still was out of bounds when the ball was fumbled. So.
Oh, sorry guys. Like we said, our dog during the games likes to
cheer with us. She's right here. What you doing, girl?
Yeah.
What you doing, girl?
You want the Cowboys to win?
Go Cowboys.
Yes, she does.
Look at her. Go Cowboys.
You can see her tail shaking here.
You see the tail, didn't you? It's under review, a minute 22 before halftime.
Why?
So they tackled him in bounds. He's down there. It didn't stop the clock. So they have to do it because they stopped the clock. The referees, they have to run off 10 seconds, and it starts on the whistle. Okay. So when you hear the whistle blow, the time starts going.
Well, I guess it's a good thing it's a preseason game.
The thing is, it's 3rd and 1. The thing is, the Cowboys called timeout?
No. Yes, we did.
Yeah,
apparently.
I think it was a forced usage but why would it be on us if the referees fucked up?
Okay, so basically,
so we save time.
Because it doesn't matter.
The Cowboys wanted the time and the stoppage not to start on. I think that they didn't want to. For some reason, I don't know why. I mean, minute 23. Maybe they're trying to work on something here. But as far as for practice,
we are, knocking on the.
Yeah, but it seems like they want to work something with this particular group of guys. Trey Lance is what I'm trying to figure here, and they want to see something in this area. Now you see the time's not running, so less stress on Mr. Trey Lance. 3rd and 1. We got to get a first. I say use Trey Lance's legs, or I guess you could run Royce Freeman here. There's no running back. There's no line. Yeah, that's an easy. Yeah, there's Trey Lance. First down. Again.
Oh, hey, we got the first.
That's what I said. Use the legs of Trey Lance.
And now it's 1st and goal, by the way. So, who was it that said they wanted to see a Cowboy touchdown today?
No, this is our chance here. Last week we got a 1st and goal. What happened? Bad play calling, bad throws from Trey Lance.
McCarthy
not enough
took
running.
The blame there, but yes.
Yeah, we heard about it afterwards. The blame. McCarthy understood that he probably, again, it's preseason. They're trying different things, but Trey Lance. It doesn't have to be he has to throw a touchdown. It'd be great, whatever, but let's see if we can work the run a little bit here. Can we work the run? Shotgun, Royce Freeman this time running up the middle and gets about 3-4 yards. He gets about the fucking 1 yard line.
Where I think they will, he should have 4.
He's on the 1 or 2 yard line.
They might
right
say
now.
That maybe his knee hit after 3 or something.
So the Raiders using a timeout. Because, see, here's the thing they want to do. Every team does this. You see this in our videos that we post from training camp, but it's about situational football. Whether it's practice, you see the Cowboys going through mojo moments, pressure situations like that.
It's the same reason that we sit there and say, go for it on 4th and whatever.
Exactly, with trying situations, 4th down situation. And this is the Raiders trying to, we see the Cowboys doing the 2-minute drill. Every team, pretty much every practice, does a 2-minute drill.
Yeah. For
the first string, second string, third string, offense and defense. The Raiders want to see a 2-minute drill, or in this case, it's going to be a minute drill. They're going to call timeouts. If we stay in bounds, they're going to use other timeouts. Because they don't care. It's not about the game or winning. It's about you seeing your guys in those situations and scenarios. Like us, we call timeout because we want to have Trey Lance have it settle down for this offense, try to get a touchdown. Shotgun. Throwing the ball again to the corner. This is a touchdown. Flournoy. Yes!
Beautiful.
Beautiful fake by Trey Lance. A good play call with the run with Royce Freeman. And then a fade route to the corner. There was Flournoy did a great job. Flournoy just, I think, my opinion, and I know I'm doing this off of one game. Flournoy did not have many practices because he was injured, but I believe because he is a drafted player, he jumped Cropper today so far. I think we just saw a shift. He's our 6th now instead of Cropper.
I think that's a fair way of
he hasn't dropped passes. He has great radius, catch radius. He has not dropped anything. He's been in the right places. He's a big physical guy. He's probably a good blocking. I think I remember going through some of his numbers, and he's a good blocking tight end, receiver. So let's get this thing updated. We got a touchdown. Extra points good. It's 10-6. Score, don't give a shit. I don't care. I really don't. Guys, I really don't give a fuck about the score. It's great to see this star get a W even in a practice game.
It's also nice to see
but we actually converted
in the chat, saying such nice things about Trey Lance. And again, remember, the way that you guys are saying it, it's I don't want to say I appreciate the realism, but I do. It's not like, oh man, no one's in our chat saying that Trey Lance should somehow take over or anything like that.
Said the receiver sold it. That's why those are the little intangibles that make the difference between Cropper, who looks good in practice, but he's undrafted for a reason. Flournoy is over him for that reason. He has those little intangibles that he sold it. He was the actor on that play. He's an Academy Award winner because he got such separation. All Trey Lance had to do is just drop it in that corner, and he did.
Kenzie Vance, I'm sorry, that was funny as hell. He said, "Why does the Raiders coach look like Suge Knight?"
You know, he used to play. Antonio Pierce is a former Giant. You know, I'm saying Giants football player. So that's where I see him as that. But I also see what you're saying. He does look like Suge Knight a little bit. Look at the kickoffs, by the way. Watch if he aims this for a corner. It's almost like a side kick. Let me see. Oh, coming out, they switch the angle. Yeah, it's a pooch. This one he dropped in the middle. Someone moved too early, I think. Blocking the back. They're not calling that one. Great tackle there by number 33. It's not Tony Dorsett, but there is a flag. I think somebody. I think what it is. I think that there are other. You know, they had two guys back there. The one guy ran out of the landing zone before the other guy caught the ball.
Okay.
You cannot get out of the landing zone. If you have the landing zone, they cannot leave that landing zone until it's caught. And he was already past the 20. Let's see. Let me see if my guess is right. This is a new rule for everybody. We're all practicing. Oh, so I'm probably wrong. He probably just out of that little 5-yard zone.
Yeah,
they have to keep the guys
some kind of illegal formation, but
we'll figure it out as the season goes on, guys. We'll get more information on these things, learning it week by week. Now we're in preseason mode, and they're definitely in preseason mode. You guys are always in all-star mode in the chat, dropping the comments, hitting the like, subscribing to the channel. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe because we try to do these every day. It used to be like every single day, but schedules changed a bit. So you get videos every day, some way, shorts, videos, a live stream, but we always get the game day reactions. Always. First down. It looks close to the first. First or not, they almost got a first.
Yeah, I think even if he's
short, second and 1 or first and 10.
Yeah.
And, again, this is now we're seeing the Raiders doing their 2-minute drive here. And the Cowboys, here's where you got to think of it. Forget about the score. We're thinking about how is Zimmer's 2-minute defense? How will Zimmer run his 2-minute defense to try to stop 2-minute offenses? You know what I mean? When we need that stop before the half, when we need that stop at the end of a game, how will Zimmer, choose to run his scheme? We'll see. We have 4 linebacker kind of second-level players and 4 guys in the front and no pressure. All the time in the world. That's not good. Overthrown, thank goodness. A bad throw by
we got lucky.
Wide
it was
open.
overthrown.
And you can see there, Josh Butler, number 31, not having another guy who's not going to make the team, who's been off coverage. I think he had one good play, but he had like 3 plays where he allowed that third down, completion of 3rd and 10 earlier in the game. He returned the wrong way. It was just 5 yards of separation. Luckily, it just was not a good throw. And, and even if it hit his hands, then it should have been a catch. But either way, we got lucky there. 2nd and 10, we're bringing a blitzer up here. Safety, is that Wanye Thomas? It looks like he just came in to play a safe cornerback, slot corner role. He's going deep. No flags. Andrew Booth getting picked on once again. Andrew Booth moving up the depth chart. What do you think? Because we know Kalen Carson's our 4th corner. I think we got our 5th right there.
Let's be real. It feels like he's already had more of an impact than Deshaun Wright ever did.
I love you, baby. That is the line of the night. What do you guys think? I agree.
I know it's 100%. Only preseason, but we have mentioned Booth's name more times in a positive way. More times than we've ever mentioned Deshaun Wright's name.
You're 100% right. That is the best comment of the year so far. It is 2024 MCF season. That is 100%. We've seen much, much more from Andrew Booth in a fucking quarter and a half than we've seen in an entire 4 years from Deshaun Wright. There's some pressure. Muhammad with the pressure.
And
incomplete. Forces the incompletion.
Again.
Great job.
Oh, shit, he's gotten up a little.
I like Muhammad so much on this team. Al-Qadim Muhammad, better than Shaka Tony. And again, we'll see Carl Lawson in the mix. But number 92 has been showing out a little bit in practice. And he's kind of been, to me, out of all the guys we signed, and he's the guy that's maybe the most Dorrance Armstrong-like. We'll see if Carl Lawson is Dante Fowler-like. I said this last night. At least half of that's coming to fruition.
So, and I have to hit up the chat here. Come on, the 602. That was a funny one. Ronan the voice said, "Score doesn't matter. I'm just enjoying players earning that star."
Exactly. That's what this is about. I like it. I love it. Here it is. So he's taking the kickoff. Who's this? Billy Johnson. Don't fumble.
Raul said,
just go down, brother. Go down.
Lies detected, Mrs. MCF.
That's the comment of the year, of the football season year. I'm sure we had some great comments in January against the Packers. But
they might involve lots of curse words.
Bobo Meyer made the tackle for the Raiders. That's his name.
Who?
Bobo Meyer.
I said Boba for a second.
Bobo. Look at his number. Number 43, is he?
Better.
Or is it 59? Bobo Meyer. That's Masterson. I don't know. I think it was number 50. Yeah, it is. That's a weird-ass name. Anyways, now here's the thing, baby. What does that do for the Cowboys? We have one timeout still. They made a mistake. We have a timeout still, and now we get to do our, well, the 30-second drill. Try to get a field goal up there. End of the half, let's get 3 points up there. Can Trey Lance and this offense with Deuce Vaughn, Flournoy, and others, can they do it? Well, we're going to watch. Against, the backups, of course. Their Raider guys are going all the way back. We're on a 14-yard line. Another high throw, but this time caught. John Stevens Jr. right there. And I really love number 81.
I know it's only Trey Lance out there, but I would love to see us go for some deeper attempts.
I understand, but baby, on that play, as I said, before the play even started, literally there was like 4 down linemen for the Raiders, and the linebackers were at safety's spot, and the safeties were at, midfield. They don't want any big. You can't throw that play deep. You got to take that underneath.
I know.
It took up 4 seconds, and you got yourself 8 yards. That's worth it.
Let me make that clear. It's not like I wanted that specific play to go differently. Just an overall, I would like to see some
this could be this, but look at the defense, how they're set up. You see the 2 safeties in the back. So let's see how the Cowboys work it deep. If he has time, he decides to go short for the first. To John Stevens Jr. But here's the good thing: we're not looking for a touchdown. We got 17 seconds, 1 timeout. We're looking for 3 points. You want to get points anyway, anyhow. Right before the half, what if you need it before the end of a game? I mean, 17 seconds, we need a field goal to win. Think of it like that. The scores would be, make it a 7-point game if we get a field goal. I don't give a fuck. I want to make it a 7-point game in a real, regular season game before the half. You know what I'm saying? I want, if you got to put the mindset of we need it to win a game, I want to see how this offense runs. And there's a good test to see someone like Trey Lance running it in this scenario. At the 30-yard line, 17 seconds, 1 timeout, shotgun for Trey Lance. Deuce Vaughn playing the slot on the left side as a receiver. He got tripped up, but he gets back up. Trey Lance looking, he's running, get out of bounds. A lot of wasted time there. 7 seconds wasted for a 3-yard gain. Not the best decision there.
Not worth it.
What Trey Lance should have done instead of run is throw the ball out of bounds. Just throw that, but you would have saved 2-3 seconds. I'm just saying.
He doesn't have, I don't want to say that quarterback mentality. It's more the...
Well, I know he wants to.
He doesn't have necessarily the quarterback first mentality.
I know, that's the better way. I know, and I also know that he's waiting for someone to get open. So maybe that last second, boom, we find someone. So I'm not going to put it on him in that sense. By the way, no more. We got Brock Hoffman at center.
Oh,
no more Cooper Beebe, and you got a left tackle is still Tyler Guyton. This might be a deep throw here. It's gonna be a run. We got 1 timeout. Let's go. Try to get that field goal range, baby. Timeout. There should be 1 second left. It is.
Yeah. They're.
So great run by Trey Lance. Although if he had
not just that, great awareness of the clock.
Yes,
man,
good job by Trey Lance.
That is one of the things that we sucked at so bad last year.
So let me say one thing. Let me say one thing here. Imagine, just to go back a play. If Trey Lance would have thrown that ball out of bounds and saved 2 seconds, he would have got 5 more yards. There's 3 seconds on the clock. My point is that would have got us definitely in field goal range.
Little things that add up.
Correct. That would have got us. We would have been in field goal range now instead of a Hail Mary, or maybe just a 65-yard field goal, which I wouldn't put McCarthy. I wouldn't put it past McCarthy to try. We did it last week because we want to test out those legs.
Yeah, how many yards is this going to be?
It looks like it should be 2 seconds, in my opinion, not 3. But they gave us 3 seconds. Where is that at? Is that the 45? It is going to be a field 40, 55, 60 something, 66 yards. This is the record. And it wouldn't count for the record. But there's a 66-yard field goal with 3 seconds. Aubrey, does he have the leg? You know he does. Does he have the distance? Come on, baby. He got it. Woo! We've never seen a kick that long in history.
I mean, guys.
That is the record.
Dude, he needs to have a kid every year.
Holy fucking shit. McCarthy wanted this. I can see McCarthy almost wants to see the big long kicks. Just to fuck around almost.
I know, he's getting a little Garrity there.
What did I say about that field goal you need? Now we know in the back of our heads, we ever need that 66-yard field goal, there's a chance. A chance this man can make it, Aubrey.
More than a chance.
That's at this rate. Listen, I don't. We could be losing by 20. I just like the way the scenarios in the game played out. The way we handled it offense, and mostly second stringers in the first quarter, second stringers and third stringers mostly against first stringers, starters. In the first quarter, it was like 3-3 and 6-3 them. And then with our next crew of guys, our third stringers, their second stringers, it's 13-6. That's whatever. It's more scenarios. We got to the goal line. How did Trey Lance do? Did a good job. Flournoy, touchdown. That 2-minute, that 30-second drill. Boom, Trey Lance handled it great. Great managing of the clock.
A lot of Aubrey love in the
kick.
chat right now,
I mean,
so
it's
I
mind-blowing.
love to see it. But man, that was impressive as shit.
Yeah, that was great.
That
Let me
was
hear the
impressive
comments
shit.
in the chat. Let's just say.
Well, like I said, and I'll step away for a minute to get some dinner going for a little G here for a second.
Yes.
But yes, Combined
Late
602 said, "I love Aubrey. Dude is clutch." William Burney said, "A 66-yard field goal is ridiculous."
I mean, and think about that.
Krause said, "I'm not gonna lie, preseason or not, that was awesome."
That was worth. No matter when it happens,
it
just
almost
to see
sucks that it was a preseason only because now the record remains unbroken in that.
How about this season prediction from me? Brandon Aubrey, I think, will be holding the record for the longest kick in history by the end of this year.
If McCarthy takes a chance like that.
Can someone tell me if they have the rewind function? I guess we could go back, but can you tell me how far was that? Can you see how far it went over the bar? Like, that would have been good from 70, possibly. Like, that's mind-blowing. And if you remember, I had a video up when we first picked up Brandon Aubrey where it was, the big question was not accuracy, was distance. Because he only kicked, all his kicks he made were 40 yards and closer in the UFL. But the bigger thing is,
we can't technically go back.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm just curious. You can just click it back a bunch of times. We're just going to make sure to go to live.
Yeah.
But, this is it. Go back a little bit more. That's it. Man, look, it just snuck over. It might have just go back again just so I can see it without the. Man, let's see. We're just watching the kick again. That was amazing. Man, it just looks like it went over by even a little more than.
It maybe could have been good for 68.
Yeah,
but
this is definitely the limit. So again, if we're kicking a 60-yard field goal, it's almost like I feel comfortable. I'm not. You hit that. I think you hit that arrow and you're good. The arrow.
Oh, this one?
No, one more.
This one?
I guess you can't hit it. Okay. All right, I think you're
probably because I already.
Are we caught up? Yeah. Okay, we're good.
So
again, that's the reason. So
yeah, let me hit up a few more comments in the chat, and then I'll let you kind of get back to it, just because that was a very, like you said, holy shit, Brandon Aubrey.
And by the way, thank you everybody in the house, 40+, hitting that like, subscribe, notification. But I know it's still preseason for everybody. And I know I know a lot of the fandom is whatever. It's the Cowboys, they didn't go all in, but MCF is for life right here, bro. I appreciate you guys.
So Ronan the Voice said, in a league of his own, legendary, and then there's Audenberry.
And then there's Aubrey.
I like that. Justin D said that was good from 74.
That's what it felt like. I mean, I don't think 74, but it felt like it was almost 70. I think it was maybe 68. After watching it a couple times.
Wisen27 also saying, Aubrey, you have the opportunity to be one of the best kickers. Do it for the Cowboys.
It's incredible. Remember how scared we were? We had no kicker. With Aubrey, when we first brought him in, I mean, we were all fucking chicken shit scared about that. And we all admit it. No one expected this.
I'm going to say it again.
Will McClay.
Rightfully so.
Yes, of course. But Will McClay, like with Turpin, with Brandon Aubrey in the UFL, imagine having your scout guy, the guy who's basically your third, your three-headed GM monster, right? Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, Catboy, and then Will McClay, who's the master of scouting, the master of the draft. And imagine having your hands tied.
By the way, confirmed.
And you I'm sorry, imagine having your hands tied to be able to go and acquire players if you're Will McClay, and you got to go pick them out of the UFL. That's why we got half our team is UFL. Yeah, but special teams we're hitting on them. Thank you, Will McClay.
By the way, John Machado actually confirmed. Yeah, that kick would have been good from 70+ yards.
Wow.
It's
just a hard angle to see it from.
Don't know exactly how much, but that's now the third person. And obviously you guys said it here in the chat too. So shout out to you guys.
It's just incredible. What a kick! So we know his range is out there. His range is monstrous.
Again, this pretty much, like you guys are saying, this guarantees that McCarthy at least once this season. Yeah. Probably will allow Brandon Aubrey to attempt and hopefully get at least a 60+ yarder. I don't know about the record in the sense of that has too many other determinations.
Well, I don't know if he'll make it.
I could see, but the point is that normally McCarthy, anything over 55, even he won't attempt it. I think we only had one attempt over 55.
The thing is, you never want to kick a 66-yard field goal unless it is literally right before the half or right before or the end of the game.
Yeah.
If we get to the 40-yard line, how much is he? You got to get to what? Basically the 49 of the other team. So you basically get to midfield. If we get to midfield, think about this for a second, baby. If we get to midfield, we can score points. There's a possibility we score points. So
You're saying there's a chance.
I'm saying that if there's a chance that we got 10 seconds, one timeout, and we're on our own 25 or 30-yard line, and Dak gets a 20-yard completion to the 50, to the 49, timeout with 1 second left. We're going to Hail Mary it for the win, or we're going to rather take a chance with Brandon Aubrey? We're going to take a chance with Brandon Aubrey. That's what this proves to me, and what do you guys think? Because I think now you can definitely rely on Brandon Aubrey.
All this proves to me is that I can't wait to see him hopefully break
the record. Hell yeah.
That's it. That's all I want. So, and thank you for remembering that, Ronan. Yes, I was very excited about bringing in Brandon Aubrey. And I admit that my initial first thoughts were, not sure, because there was one or two other kickers that,
they were out there. You were excited. You were excited about special teams.
Yeah, I was excited about special. What I'm saying is that it took not even 3 seconds for me to say, you know what, Aubrey was a great move.
Yeah,
I don't know how he compared at the time to the other guys, right? But this was a good move. It was a solid move.
Remember the first kick he made?
I was on the Aubrey train pretty much immediately after that. So, but I won't lie about my initial. Was he really the best choice out of all the choices?
Didn't the first game against the Giants in the rain, didn't he miss?
I think he missed his
the
first
extra
kick,
point.
And then
he missed the extra point. He never missed because he
never missed a kick. Yeah,
he didn't miss a field goal. He missed one of the extra points. I think it was blocked. I don't know if it was even his fault, but he missed an extra point. So we weren't sold on him in that first game yet. It was as 2, 3, 4 weeks went by, we're saying, this guy's consistent. He's not missing. We were at the game where he basically tied the record.
I know.
Yeah, I mean that was great.
Exciting.
So, by then we were obviously all in on Aubrey. All in Aubrey, you want to call him. I know they call him Banana. What is it? Butter Aubrey? Is that what they call him?
Yeah, because he's smooth like butter.
Yeah, well.
I think it was Dak who gave him that nickname, by the way. So.
What else was said in the chat?
So, and something else, Wines 27 said, I always get worried they might return a missed kick like that.
Right.
Like that.
It ended the game. Well, and it ended a game once in the NFL. I think it was the Browns and the Ravens, if I'm not mistaken. As we see Mahomes throwing a pass to Travis Kelce behind his back. This crazy pass. Check us out, guys. I don't know. Little G, you see this? Look at this. Oh, not this one.
Yeah.
Watch this play. After this play, I think it happens. Look at this play by Mahomes, who is playing like Sandlot football here. Look at this play. Boom. And then, whoop. First down. Incredible.
They're just messing around, fucking around, having some fun. So anyway, I will be back here momentarily, baby. Let me go ahead and get Little G his
late dinner. Yes. So
as you guys can
I have
see,
to have a late dinner too after this. I'm starving.
Again, guys, we've been up since 6 this morning.
Guys, no joke.
And that is not anyone's usual wake up time.
Driving, hours to a college. You know what I'm saying? Take a whole.
Poor Mr. MCF. Actually, that's usually his. So I'm just saying, it's the daytime hours have been rough.
Daytime, yeah, because I work nights. So, and I think it's really open schedule. But again, when it comes to your daily life, man, I'm telling you, for 25 years, I've basically been night shift. Not all the time, but maybe outside of 3 of those years, I've been night shift, and I mean overnight. I'm not talking about 5 p.m. till 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm talking about 7, 8 in the morning. So that's my brain, my body's been trained that way. So all my job's got to be night. Fourth, I'm talking here I'm calling the game in the 4th and 3 here. Which this game that you're seeing the previews for, the highlights for Pittsburgh and Buffalo, was literally before the Cowboy game tonight. Russell Wilson and Justin Fields punching each other, and some practices, fighting, incredible. Giants and Texans. I'm pretty sure the Texans won that one. Texans looked, again, I hate to say it, Texans looked good. Daniel Jones threw a bunch of picks. He sacked. I mean, horrible. Pick 6 right here. I mean, just horrible. So, Giants ain't scary to me at all. And that's because of preseason. I just not. Daniel Jones back there and the offensive line not really better. They don't scare me. That's just the way I feel. Let me see here. Let's see. I'm going to go back a little bit now and try to run the chat here. Let me also double check. Again, we got the Cash App open and the PayPal open, of course. Not just for the After Dark sessions. We also have it here, as we announced. Now, I do think that, well, let me see here. When it comes to some of you guys' questions and thoughts, let me see here. Asmodeus in the house. House Nelson in the house. Azteca Aguilar. John Connor. Yeah, the 66-yard field goal set up by Trey Lance, but it's more not. I'd like to see Trey Lance be successful, but it's more. I mean, we know Dak easily does that. It's more about the play call. making sure that we're getting the smart options for it, leaving the smart options left for the quarterback to inch our way down the field in 10, 12-yard increments to then set up, again, that Dak wouldn't have been able to run like that. But, he might have thrown the ball out of bounds and saved us 5 seconds instead of what Trey Lance did, right? So, again, it's just the thing is that the drill, the 2-minute drill in practice is being effective to all strings of our team, all first, second, and third string. Wiseman 27, William Burney here. Trey's almost a bigger threat as running the ball as Lamar Jackson. The only problem is the quarterback passing portion of things, right? William Burney. I love Trey's ability to run, but if he cannot be consistent at throwing the ball, and he's been missing a lot today. I mean, we moved down the field mainly because of his running ability. Hey, listen, use him as part of the offense. I have no problem with pushing in there Trey Lance into the offense, but to throw the ball, it is Dak Prescott by far, by a wide margin. And even Cooper Rush passing the ball is better than Trey Lance right now. Being real, family, I'm being real. Remember, those plays we said, the Raiders, they played way back. I told you on that first down. So it left the underneath open, 10-yard gain easy, 8-yard gain. The next play, again, the way that the play broke down, it was obvious that the Raiders were just guarding for the deep play. Another 10-yard chunk, 12-yard chunk. I can probably do that. So I'm just saying, but I'm just glad to see Trey Lance actually be able to do it. He's not been able to do that last game. So that's already him going from the bottom of the barrel to he's edging himself up a little bit here. Up from being literally by far the third string quarterback to, okay, can he be a backup? Can we use him in some other ways, maybe as a kind of threat on the ground and can pass okay? Third quarter is about to start. Justin Quarles, Cam and 602, William Burney, Raul, Karam Mawani in the house. The Q man, Justin Quarles, is Modi. His kick was badass. William Burney, exactly. Anything under 70. If we need to win the game, Aubrey comes out for a 68-yarder. I'm not saying we're going to make it. I'm just saying there's a chance. Yeah, there is. Kickoff is underway. Third quarter. They're kicking off to us. We finally get a return here out of the end zone. And we're to the 10, 15, to the penalty. We get to about the 18. Did he fumble again? This motherfucker fumbled again.
Really?
Yep. Who was it? No, Billy Johnson. No, Billy Johnson was the one that fumbled. Jeez. But he came up with the ball. There's also a flag.
By the way, officially confirmed by Next Gen Stats, 72-yarder.
Wow.
It would have been good from 72.
Guys, first off, that penalty at the Cowboys, so we're basically on the 9-yard line with Trey Lance. But that would have been good from 72 yards officially by science, not by our hopes or thoughts. Yeah. 72 fucking yards.
Ooh.
All I can say, no. Oh, and by the way, BB's back out there, but is he? He
was out.
Yeah,
for a while there.
They wanted to get Brock Hoffman some snaps. That's all, and they're gonna probably bring Hoffman back in. But right now,
I like the rotation. I know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm back on the chat here, and without the wife here, it's hard to do the chat and do the play-by-play. But horrible pass by Trey Lance.
Wrong player.
Whether it was Trey Lance or in this case was that Spanford, or was that?
It looked like a shitty pass.
It looked like a horrible read. I don't know where he was throwing it to. It almost was a pick six, honestly. And that's what I'm trying to say. Trey Lance is very. Oh man, he was hit. 48 was hit. Isn't that the? I know it's our time. No, Alex Holler is 49. 48 is not on my list here. I got to be honest. But I don't know who 48 is. I think we just must picked up a tight end. Oh, 84 makes the catch. Is that McMath? Number 84. No, it's not. Number 84 is. Sorry, guys. I'm learning too here. It's. What the fuck is wrong with me here? There's no 84 either on my list. Well, goddamn.
Lance is very inconsistent.
I can't see your goddamn name. I don't have him on my list here. It looks like a guy we just picked up. My God, did they give every single angle other than his name? Harwood. We did get a guy in here, but again, he's not on my current roster. Oh, no! Oh, my God. If you guys just saw that, it should have been a pick six by number 40 for the Raiders. Trey Lance, 2 out of the 3 fucking plays for Trey Lance coming out of a nice 2-minute drill, which is a lot easier. Dak is a master of that. Trey Lance looking like shit again. That's no number 3 overall pick should look like that. That's horrible, horrible reads. It could be a bad route by the receiver, of course, but it just looks like a horrible read. Here's a run. Malik Davis gets about 4 yards.
Josh Ball is out there for Tyler Guyton, by the way.
Okay.
It looks like Tyler Guyton's done for the night.
Yeah, Tyler Guyton's being arrested for the rest of the night. Josh Ball, 75, is out there, who didn't look very good, in my opinion. Some people say he looked all right last week. We're setting up for a 3rd and 6 now. Trey Lance at quarterback. We're down to the third stringers here. I mean, some of these guys I don't even have the numbers for. Jersey numbers. What's up, Ezugina? 42 in the house. Thank you. Welcome to the family. We all welcome you. My wife, myself, the kids. Thank you. Welcome to the family. Those kids now are basically high school and college. Shotgun for Trey Lance. Quick pitch out to Malik Davis. We lose fucking 4 yards on a 3rd and 6. We lose 3 yards. Now it's a 4th and 9, 4th and 8. Punting time. Horrible. Again, didn't look like a smooth play. Nothing on Trey Lance there. It's more on the offensive line. They got blown up. The defense read it. I think, who was the 81 missed the block? Man, 81 John Stevens. Now, he's a guy that's been known to be a good blocking tight end and has the athletic ability, a good receiving tight end. And yet, horrible job there. 4th and 8. We're punting the ball to the Raiders here. And it still says halftime. I'm sorry, guys. Let me fix that as we punt. Anger punts with anger. Furious anger. And here we go. Let's see. Good tackle. I spoke too soon there. That was really a good tackle by Wanye Thomas, but he missed it. And Wanye is playing a little special teams, which is what he will be doing. And is actually kind of the starting special teams in a way.
Why do you think that they brought Cooper Beebe back for the 3rd quarter, but not Guyton?
More snaps.
For Beebe?
Yeah, they just want.
He needs it more than Guyton.
Guyton is doing the left. I think the Cowboys like what Guyton's doing at left tackle. I haven't heard one pressure from the left side. He reminds me of Tyler Smith when he came to us. Very similar to that. So, yeah, I mean, that Tyler Guyton, they just know he's good. I mean, again, as long as there's no injury, no other issues, man, he was good to go. Tyler Guyton, they see what he needs. But you know who needs more practice? Not at blocking, at snapping. And he's been doing a fan-fucking-tastic job. Cooper Beebe, number 56. But they brought him back here. Now, you might see him sit out a drive, and you'll see 67, Brock Hoffman, in there. I think eventually you'll see Dakota Shepley, who's in the game right now. He's number 65. He's the 3rd-string center. I think he's right now playing the guard spot for the Cowboys, number 65, with Josh Ball, 75. Well, let's go at the right tackle. And who would you say was the left tackle again? I know Austin Richards might have been out there, but I don't think that's the guy you mentioned.
I thought it was... Actually, I'm not sure who it is.
Yeah. Well, I think whoever it is. And I don't know why it slipped my mind now, but we got our basically our entire backups in there outside of Cooper Beebe when he's in, or honestly Brock Hoffman. We don't know who's the real backup yet, and we don't know who's the really starter. Right now, Hoffman's penciled in as a starter, but yeah, hold up. So, that's going to be something that I think that they really want to see Beebe win this center position. Snaps, communication with the offensive line.
He's winning the battle, but
communication with the offensive line has to continue to be worked on. Communication with the quarterback, the snaps, obviously, whether it's under center or shotgun, the cadence, that's something he's got to get used to with Dak. We're seeing him used to with Trey Lance and Cooper Rush. I think, again, the blocking, I think, is the least of Cooper Beebe's issues. It's more about how fast can he come up at the snap and get blocking. That's the important part for Beebe there. The only difference between him playing center and him playing guard, which he's fantastic at. We seen him play guard last game a lot of snaps, and he's just mauling people over. But they want to work Beebe at center with the snaps, and they'll give Hoffman some snaps, and they go back and forth until Dakota Shepley probably takes over a little bit later in the game, maybe 4th quarter stop. And I still haven't fucking switched this. Sorry, guys. It is the 3rd quarter. I'm in preseason mode. Please forgive me for all my sins. Here's a run in there. Is that Lufuau? Who is that? That was Fehoko, who should have made that stop there. Wilson makes it. By the way, that's Damian Wilson, former Cowboy, back to being a Cowboy, Damian Wilson. So making the actual tackle. But you see, Fehoko got stiff-armed down. Great job, though, by former Cowboy, former Chief champion, Super Bowl champion, Damian Wilson. Number 50, what was he? Number 50. I just saw his number. I don't know why I just blanked out on him. But 45, number 45. There you go. Now your boy fixed it. 3rd quarter on the board there. They got the ball on their own 45. 2nd and 8, motion left to right. 2 on the left, 1 on the right, running back next to the quarterback in the shotgun. Aiden O'Connell is the guy. They're blitzing. Cowboys are blitzing. Dumps it down. Quick stop there. Eric Scott got to make the stop. Buddy Johnson, I think, makes the stop. 52.
We do.
Ooh, 52 here. Nick Vigil. Ooh, that's a new player. Number 52. He's a guy we just picked up this week. He's getting some snaps. And I'm hearing, it's funny, I'm hearing 52 is like a coach favorite here. Nick Vigil. Finishing the tackle with Eric Scott Jr. You know what I like, though? The Cowboys are blitzing from that spot. They blitzing from that side. The quarterback's reaction is going to be what? Throw it to that side.
Yeah.
But the Cowboys overplay that side on purpose. So and that's what you're supposed to do it. When you have the blitz, well, look at the blitzes coming. We got right now middle and right side of our defense. Where are they coming from? This is that mug 3rd and 3 play. You don't know where everybody's coming from. They all drop back. It's just a regular 4-man rush. Drops it down, and he makes the first. That's Damian Wilson with the tackle. But I'm just trying to see how the defense is working.
Yeah, dropping back is actually the smart play there. Again, great. It was the right read because obviously he was going to go for a pass there, not a run. So,
yeah, and blitzing would have left the middle wide open.
First,
yeah. So, again.
So, let me go ahead and do some quick shout-outs here in the chat just because we got some more people in here. Luis Ortiz, much love to you. William Burney, Wiseman27, Ronan the Voice, Lord Nova, Lord Aikson. I know we had Kamine the 602 in here too.
Yeah.
Rolling back. Let me see. Just want to make sure I shout out everybody, right? Jelly44.
Jetly.
Robert Castillo. Hello from South Texas. Iceberg Slim. The deuce was loose. Justin D. What's up? Yeah, so way to go, Brandon Aubrey. Sorry, since the last thing I saw was like, oh man, that would have been good from 74. Yep. So. Again, unfortunate about the fumble on special teams again. While I was
I know.
not watching.
But we recovered it, though. Thank goodness.
At least we recovered that one, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and I saw a few comments there from someone, I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was you, Ronan, basically saying, like, man, for considering where he was drafted, Trey Lance just
blows chunks.
Bust.
The bust of busts. They're on our 46-yard line. Under center here, O'Connell. Cowboys are coming up with a blitz, it looks like, or playing the run. So he's got the deep ball look. There's no chance, no pressure. Dumps it down. Basically, the emergency, missed tackle, 2 missed tackles, 3 missed tackles, and then Damian Wilson with the tackle. 13 yards down the field. Not good. And the thing for me here is just, Cowboys kind of played pressure, right? Move the corner. At least Eric Scott Jr. moved up, showing almost like run support. Oh, number 38 was the player. Dropped them back. Cowboys had coverage deep. They were trying to go deep. And then he went to the emergency outlet.
Yeah.
He made 3 guys miss. First down for the
Cowboy fan 1965. What's up? Now, Lucer T said we need some more pass rush techniques on the second string. So I feel like that is where you're seeing that Zimmer's scheme can only take things so far, type of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, again, these are actually third stringers. A lot of these guys.
True, I guess it is the third quarter now.
I mean,
no, in the sense of like, even the first half we saw a lot more. A larger majority of our second stringers. I mean, like you said, we're starting to pull even those guys.
You're looking at Huggins. I'm going to look here at my list. You're looking at Huggins.
You want a Huggins?
He's a fourth stringer. You're looking at the rookie Justin Rogers, a third stringer.
Asmodeus, what's up?
Nick Vigil, a fourth stringer. Most of our team are third and fourth stringers right now.
But yeah, it sucks too because, again, the first half, you could really hang your hat on the fact that we had very solid tackling. Very solid tackling.
A run, and this time trying to stop that run. I think with better players on that play, we would have actually stopped it at a 2-yard gain rather than a 5-yard gain. We stopped
the run as much as it is like we just stood in front of the guy until he fell over.
I also got to say the Cowboys. Whatever it is that I know that Stephen Jones and Will McClay and all of them said that scheme is going to help some of the run stop. I gotta say, so far I agree. Bad throw there. I agree with the way that the Cowboys scheme is running. Yeah, they'll get a couple plays here and there, and we still got to perfect things. But it makes it so confusing. The hesitation by a running back or offensive lineman by just a millisecond gives the defense that chance to make up whatever juke or fake they got fooled on, or pressure defense we played. Oh wait, half a second difference. Boom, they're there and able to make it up. It seems to work.
Credit as well to Zimmer because a lot of it is not just the disguise, but again, making the correct call as far as what you think the offense is going to do.
4th and 2.
8 out of 10 times, Zimmer is spot on.
Damn it, first down. 4th and 2. This play was made there on Kimon Hall, but He was in coverage. He was tight coverage. It was a good play by the Raiders on that one. They got the first, though. 4th and 2, they got the first. And now they're definitely, obviously, they've been in field goal range. They obviously want to get a touchdown drive. So they're probably not going to stop until they get into the end zone on this drive.
Am I the only one who thinks that O'Connell kind of looks like Derek Carr?
A little bit, I guess, with the helmet on.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
that goes without saying. But yeah, like, just add look at O'Connor next time.
He's still
and
trying
tell me
to grow
that
up.
if you don't squint a little bit, you don't think it's Derek Carr back out there.
I just think that he needs to, he's still growing his first, like mustache. So, I don't know. It looks weird. He needs to get that out of there. Anyways, too many yards in that play. A 4-yard gain by the Raiders on the ground with under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. And, I'm looking at some of these guys. Got number 95 on the field there. And again, let me see who 95 is. Denzel Daxon. In case you don't know, that is our exemption player. He will make the team.
Okay.
He's going to make the team as our +1 in a way, right?
Yeah, remember how Isaac Alarcon was our +1 previous to that, where we got to keep an extra guy because he was the extra guy.
And he was the international. He was the international guy play. The extra guys, IIP or whatever. The international player program is where he is coming through because he's from the Bahamas. He just made the tackle there. He made the tackle. He's from the Bahamas. He didn't start playing until 4 years ago at all. So that's the exemption the Cowboys get with him. He basically can make the team for 3 years. Like Alarcon. He'll be on the team. If the Cowboys want to keep him, he'll be on the team for 3 years and not taking up a roster spot. He will be a practice squad player. We get 16, he'd be the 17th. And every team that keeps an international player gets that extra 17th spot on the practice squad. Denzel Daxon looking good here. Number 95, just another player look. Number 68 with the hair, he's the one that gave that dirty put. Oh, what a pass! That was.
Man.
I gotta say, Josh DeBerry, good coverage there. This Aiden Connell, the Turner connection is good for the Raiders. If I'm a Raider fan, I like that.
That was a really good pass.
Look at that coverage, though.
Sucks,
oh my god!
Even with this
great coverage,
crappy as of an overall performance the Raiders have had offensively as of now. A little jealous of their quarterback situation in the sense of if those are 2 backups we had been seeing, I would be a little jealous just because let's be real, our 2 backups
not that good
are not performing like that.
But
so the thing is, one of those is supposed to be a starter.
Right.
So now I feel much better.
My point is one of these are starters. So yeah,
that's why I said I'm like if they were both backups, I'd feel like
basically what we're saying is that our starter is much better than their starter,
yes.
and their backup is a little better than our backup.
Yeah.
Anyways, here we go. They're second and goal on the 5. They're in I formation. It is play action. Cowboys bringing some pressure. He's got a touchdown. Easy TD. Cowboys sold out for the run, and tight end squirted out for the touchdown. So there you go. I mean, again, it's just a poor drive by the Cowboys on defense, but it happens.
Now, Luis Ortiz is reminding us. He said that DeBerry cost us a touchdown last week.
Yeah, DeBerry is another guy who's not going to make the team. But I can't get mad at him on that specific play. I mean, he did a goddamn good job in coverage. It was more of a great pass than anything else, don't you think? On that one, I think. I'm not this. I mean, this play is not even what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, I think that he did a great job. They're going for 2, by the way.
Oh.
And they don't want no overtimes in this. Again, not that it matters. There's no overtime, anyways. I think you guys.
I think they changed that this year. So shout out to the person in the chat last week who reminded us of that fact.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that's.
How about this? Let's not find out.
We don't want overtime at all. They're going for 2, trying to make it 14-13 Raiders. With 5:44 to go in the third, they're going in motion as they throw. There's Daniel. There's Daxon is overthrown out of. Incomplete. I would say get the pick and run it back. No points for them, so we're technically winning. Obviously, DeBerry dropped the interception. It hit his hand. He was definitely. It
was worth going for it though, just because again.
It's about scenarios, right? Situation. Yeah. They want to know 2-point conversion. How does this play work? Obviously, they didn't work too good for the Raiders. So our 2-point defense came through for us,
So let me see here. By the way, Prince Jackson, shout out to you. He said, "God, keep all my Cowboys safe and injury free. Not only for this game, but all the upcoming season. This is my prayer." Hey, it's funny because I believe it was the man DeLunatic. Yes, it was the man DeLunatic at the beginning of the stream who had mentioned, I am starting to change my mind about starters playing in the preseason. Obviously, most of us, I think, felt very strongly, and might still feel very strongly, about the fact that starters need those reps in the preseason. the last handful of years, we've seen a big change throughout the entire league where starters, instead of playing in the preseason and getting even some reps, they're basically wrapped in bubble wrap and put on the shelf, right? Yep. At this point, it's not even unheard of to have, whole chunks of starting players not take a single preseason game snap. So, again, I think Mahomes played today, right?
Mahomes, yeah, and
so I'm just saying, so you can kind of see the overall spectrum.
Cowboys never really played the last 4 years.
Some teams feel very comfortable playing their starters and absolutely do, and they get those preseason reps. And then again, you have the other extreme of that, where I'll include the Cowboys in this, right? You have your quarterback that won't be taking any football snaps until it's an official Week 1 NFL League regular season game. No preseason for our precious babies. So let me see. Oh, didn't know that, Lewis. That's unfortunate because we never want to see injuries and stuff like that. But since it is the NFC East, something to keep in mind. It looks like Washington lost a lot of players to injury today, unfortunately.
Dan Quinn.
So
that's gonna be painful for them.
Like I said, we never want injuries.
Never.
Since they are an NFC East rival, of course, we don't want success.
Now, I do want to shout out people that dropped the love. And I do got to say, I missed this one here. It just came through about 20 minutes ago through the Cash App.
Oh.
Yes, it's the man, Jetly44. Oh, not there. Jetly44, not James Hur. I'll explain that in a minute. Jetly44, I thought for a second was going to be the leader. Again, he's last on the overall board, but he's on the board now with $1.15 holler.
And go Cowboys.
Oh, Cowboys.
Oh.
Big shout out to Jetly. But yes, I forgot that through our Streamlabs, James Hur dropped the $3 holler there.
Yes, he did.
And that means that he's actually the leader on the Cash App. James Hur, the leader.
Good point.
On that side. Here's Deuce Vaughn going down at the 20. The hole looked like it was open for a second. If he could have squirted through, that could have been a big gain, but no success there for Deuce Vaughn. But big shout out to James Hur. Big shout out to, of course, a.k.a. formerly Jason Renfro. Now he's Jetly44 with $1.15 holler. Thank you guys, and big shout outs again to James Hur for the leader in the Cash App as at the current moment, at the current situation here. Early in our again, this is our early in our 2-week block that we do the prize, the sponsor of the week and the Cash App King and all that good stuff. So here we go. Quick pass, number 84. Hard something. I don't know. He's a new player. He was just
94
picked up
for a second, but
Harmon. There he is. Another undrafted guy there, Harmon. But that was a quick receiver screen play to the right from Trey Lance. So now we're going to see, can Trey Lance keep this thing going? Can he move this team down the field? Let's say, in a 2-minute drill. That's more like, okay, you can kind of work more with that. Let's see if you can do it on an actual full drive, maybe more through the air. Late flags. Deuce Vaughn.
I'm guessing it was a late hit.
Looks like a hold. The Cowboys.
Yeah.
But Deuce Vaughn, what a great job of him jumping to the, in the spot he was to the right and then finding a little squirting through a hole. But of course,
sounds
there
like
was a hold.
47 held? Yeah.
Spanford. Yeah, Spanford, who is undrafted. He's a big 6'7" tight end, 6'6" tight end. And, supposed to be a good blocker and a good receiver. He was supposed to be picked in the 4th to 5th round, and he was undrafted. But he hasn't really stood out for the Cowboys yet. So,
by the way, G-Ball also saying, starters get plenty of reps in practice.
Exactly.
They don't need
I have no problem. It's
preseason
great that Mahomes
either.
and all these guys go out there. I don't think we have to do that, and I'm kind of used to not having that happen. I'd rather not get any guys injured at all, especially in our starting squad. 2nd and 13, about a 7-yard run by Deuce Vaughn. Or 8-yard run. It's a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 right now. A makeable play. Makeable. Then we're going to have to see Trey Lance. Trey Lance has been handing the ball off a lot. Or running the ball himself a lot. Or getting easy dump downs for the 10 yards or the quick screen a lot. And he's getting better. He's not throwing them so out of reach. But now he's got to earn this 3rd and 7. I think you roll him out. You make him extend the play. The Raiders are coming with a blitz. So you got to get the quick, they're dropping back. So he's got time now. Looks to his second read.
Gets knocked down.
Spanford, but he was fully covered. You don't throw that. If you're Trey Lance, you don't throw that pass.
Again, if you're Trey Lance, you're not going to finish your reads. You're going to just look for the guy that's supposed to get the ball.
He literally went to his first read and said, okay, that's stopped. So, boom. He just was almost throwing it before he looked. It was like, I'm going to just go to my next guy rather than let me make something happen here. Maybe that guy's covered 2, bounce out the pocket, roll to the right. It was open field. That's the things that I think Trey Lance still, maybe they want him to stay in the pocket. Maybe they want him to learn to go through his reads, but he's not really doing a consistent job of that, in my opinion, for Trey Lance. Punt by Anger, a big punt there to the 22-yard line. They're bringing it back, and he kind of tries to get through. Leo Fowl with the big hit right there.
Hell yeah.
That's that. Leo Fowl, I tell you guys, Leo Fowl is Troy Polamalu at linebacker. I can't unsee that. To me, you guys know, I don't know, you're a little out of your time frame, but Troy Polamalu from the Steelers.
I do know who he is. So
the hair flowing out and all that stuff. That man was jumping over line. Just as a power, savage hitter. Like he was he would just knock your lights out. But that's you're seeing similar kind of gameplay by Leo Fowl. Special teams, linebacker, and defense. I've seen him doing this. They actually holding him back at linebacker. They don't want to play him too much because he's got himself that fourth linebacker spot is behind Overshown. That's him. I mean, he's going to get some rotation play. He might get 10 to 15 snaps a game. Leo Fowl, number 35. I like this guy a lot. I said it when we drafted him. I like if we use him right in the Zimmer defense, he will be a viable piece to help us in the rotation. At linebacker on certain downs and situation, down and distance and situational football.
So, by the way, Ronan the Voice said, Lance reminds me of Neo from the Matrix movie. Oracle said he had the gift, but it seems like he's waiting for something. Lance needs to figure it out.
Something's still missing with him.
I'm going to say the thing that nobody really wants to say, but we're all starting to finally see. I don't think there is any, quote-unquote, saving Trey Lance.
You just
I think
he's
that
not
he
cut
is
out
what
for,
he is.
He's just a third-string quarterback at best.
Yeah.
Oof.
And that's not me necessarily putting him down.
He's had 2 years to learn with McCarthy.
Accepting the inevitable. It's not like we've had enough changes offensively or to the quarterback coach or things like. There's not. We have provided the most consistent and easy environment for Trey Lance to step it up, even a small
whole year of under McCarthy to get the best kind of coaching you can get, and still, this is where he's at. That shows you why he's never overtook Cooper Rush, who's not even that good, but better than Trey Lance still. Yeah. Now, can Cooper Rush run like Trey Lance? Fuck no. Can he get out of sacks and stuff? Hell no. But but the passing portion, which is what a quarterback should be doing most of the time, the passing portion is where Cooper Rush still, I believe, ahead of Trey Lance, and by enough of a margin that there still needs to be another jump by Trey Lance in this game, in the next quarter and 18 minutes, 19 minutes, and of course the final game against the Chargers at home next weekend. Here we go. 1st and 10. Raiders with the ball on the 34-yard line. And back they go to throw. All the time in the world, Muhammad tries to get in there. Good hit! Got to wrap it up, though. Keemon Hall. He knows it, too.
I hate, again, the one good thing is that clearly our second stringers know how to tackle. Because whatever came out after halftime does not know how to tackle.
Keemon Hall, though, he's been doing a great job tonight.
I agree.
This was a bad one. He didn't wrap his arms, and he knows. Look at him. He hits his helmet because he knows he fucked up right there. Because he should have had. He knows this is basic. This is Pop Warner. You don't hit with your shoulder and your head like that without wrapping your arms at the same time. That's what you get taught in the first year of playing any organized football, tackle football. So come on now, Keemon Hall. You got to go back to the foundation there. 1st and 10 for them on the Cowboys 47. There he goes. Who is that? It's number 33, not Tony Dorsett. I love saying that every time. Tell me if you see his name, because I don't.
It's got to be Tony Dorsett. Of course.
I hate that
they're just showing Raider players.
I hate that they use number 33. Oh, Julius Wood. There you go. Well, I think a content creator's cousin, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Good play by Wood. He had an interception last week. So that's his first play of this game for Wood. Let me see. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure. Now, here we go. 2nd and 13. Shotgun for Aiden O'Connell into throwing. Cowboys are blitzing. Little pressure. Over the top. Good defense, unless there's a flag, which there is. The barrier right there. He's going to be
off.
Yeah, it's going to be defensive pass interference. So, 38's having a tough day. He's going to be one of those guys that's going to be cut and not come back on the training camp. On the practice squad. But, you don't have to. The double move got him. That's obviously a flag.
But hey, it happens, and guess what? That's how you learn. I hope he doesn't do it in a regular
DeBerry
game.
was on our team. I think DeBerry was on our team last year, if I'm not mistaken, and barely got into the practice squad or was signed late. Now he's like trying to see if it's a make or break for him. I'm telling you guys, he's not making his team on the 53. Forget about it, obviously. But he's also going to have trouble making that practice squad, in my humble opinion. Here we go. Quick throw outside. Can we make a tackle? Come on, 95. Man. We let their guy make the tackle.
All right, so we do get the stop.
1 yard gain.
We should have lost yards instead of gaining 1 or 2.
I mean, there was like about 5 or 6 Cowboys I got up from the pile that all could have had him. So I'm not even going to say a name because they all should have had him. It was they made the tackle finally. It should have been done by first or second or third or fourth hit, not the 8th or 9th hit. Under 2 minutes in the third quarter, as time was a-ticking. They're a-driving. And, of course, now a field goal will take the lead for them. So, they're on our territory now. Another first down. 2nd and 9, another first down. If they don't get, if it's a 4th and 7, they're going to kick the field goal for the lead. It's a quick run here, up the middle, and stopped there by Daxon, number 95. Number 51, who is number 51? I don't even have him on here either. Mostly one of the new guys we did sign, though. So, if they show a close-up, I'll know it better.
I wish, again, by the way, guys, I'm
a lot of guys switched off
positive that Jordan Phillips already played his limited 15-snap count, and we missed it.
Which is
probably a good thing.
Did the Twitter people ever, say anything with the reporters and stuff? Did they say anything about him playing at all? Jordan Phillips? So maybe the Cowboys just didn't play Jordan Phillips at all today. Maybe that's just what happened. You know what I mean? Like, I was been watching. I haven't seen him.
What I'm saying is that even if he was out there and we just, didn't fly or didn't say anything, the point is that he was playing good enough to at least...
not be mentioned, not be seen as making a mistake. I want to say one thing here. Again, O'Connell, I think personally, O'Connell's doing better than Minshew. But I also think that, he's going against 4th stringers here, O'Connell. The Minshew went up against 2nd stringers that are like some rotational starters. In some ways, rotational starters. Like Leo Fowl and those guys, which are technically, again, like I said,
I have to agree. Obviously, this is a limited footage, but O'Connell is doing better than Minshew, as of this game, at least.
Yeah. No pressure. He gets out of the pocket, extends the play, O'Connell. He's going to just throw the ball out of bounds if you're smart. And see, that's what a quarterback should do. When you're out of the pocket, just throw the ball out of bounds. And you don't get the sack. There is a flag, though. Is it going to be on us, or is it holding on them?
I'm going to... Offense. I was going to say...
Is it holding?
Yep.
Okay, good.
So I was going to say, I feel like it could be the offense only because of how long it took for that play to get going in a lot of ways. So... Oh, you guys cracked me up.
That's a hold, obviously. On Huggins, of all people, there, right?
There we go. And by the way, the third quarter is about to come to an end in about 14 football seconds here.
They'll probably snap the ball. This will be the last play before...
Oh, no, they have to. The
play clock is... Oh, wait, what happened? It stopped for a second. Jesus. Too many yards rushing on the ground. And, you're still seeing... Fajoko's getting a lot of snaps. You know what that tells me? He's on the bubble here, Fajoko. He's not showing much, honestly. It's going to come down to, Carl Lawson coming back. Probably going to see him a lot next week. It's going to be like... Fajoko's getting all the snaps this week because next week Carl Lawson's getting the snaps. And the Cowboys are going to decide one or the other. And I think Carl Lawson's got the inside track because I think Fajoko's right now, second year in the league, busting here, I should say. Not busted yet, but busting, unfortunately for him. Hit up the chat, baby, as we go into it. It's fourth quarter now, right?
Yeah. So take a second, hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Everybody, thank you for hanging with us. Of course, you also have to give the shout outs to the people representing things here. Thank you so much, Chill Pill. Appreciate you. Yes. Sponsor of the weekend, Cash App Queen.
And what was that? Cash App what?
Queen.
Cash App Queen. Much love. The Chill Pill, who also got a big shout out to her record-breaking things here on the channel. So, again, big shout out to Chill Pill on the After Dark sessions. But now After Dark is gone, and now we're gonna go just My Cowboys Family. This is it here for the jerseys, for the whole thing. We just had an off season, slower off season, so we're just gonna ease it back in with those that are full-timers here now. Weekly winners, we'll get into those raffles and all that stuff when it comes to sponsor week. But Marco Sepien holding down the stream boss with 66 points, and Jet Li 44. He's the gifting membership king, and so much love to Jet Li. Also, Jet Li, he did have a drop today in the Cash App.
Yes, he did.
Big shout out to him. But the leader in the Cash App is James Herr currently, by just a couple over the Jet Li 44. And the overall leader is Marissa Sparkle right now, who's right in front of the Q man Justin Quarles.
Sparkling in the star level.
Yeah, star level. Marissa Sparkle, thank you. And again, right there with her, guys like the Q man Justin Quarles. You got Marco Sepien always in the mix. Skeptical fan.
Yeah. By the way, Mark Brock had 66 points today, so I know. I think the top dog blocked out his drop from actually adding to his point total.
It went up. I do think it went up though. I think actually
so
his was blocked out.
Yeah,
I think, okay. The way it fell, I think it hit, but then it got covered up. Us seeing it because the other one came right after it. So it kind of, for us to see it, we saw the second one, but the first one was the one that hit. I don't know if you got that.
I got you. So
we're getting back on this, right? We're back here.
Yeah,
Let's hear it.
We're waiting for it to come. I mean, we're waiting for it to come back. It hasn't come back on our side yet, as you can see. They're just showing replays of earlier.
Yeah, you know. I do like to see, though, what they're kind of, at least get a hint at what they're saying. But number 11 for them is doing a great job. I got to admit, they had some good connection there, him and O'Connell. Good connection. And that's something you look for in preseason, but I don't care about the Raiders. I care about the Cowboys. And there's a pick. There it is. Number 43. There he came on the hole. He's gone. Pick 6, baby. Touchdown, Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Just seeing it is fucking great. Keeman Hall, I've been talking about him all game. He had one bad missed tackle. But a great game. He's made this fucking team.
Who's the person that said that they wanted to see Cowboy touchdown today? And I said, I'm like, offense or defense?
Well, we got
How about both?
Hell yeah. And how about a 66-yard field goal to boot special teams?
And how about a cheer?
Boom. He got that 5 on it by SCO 971. Much love. Cheer.
Thank you so much, SCO. Appreciate you.
Man.
Perfect timing there with that $5
you couldn't time that any better. The pick 6 for the Cowboys has now, let me fix the board. First, the scoreboard. Because now our Cowboys are out in front. That was a very good play. That Keeman Hall, who was basically picked up, I think, UFL, about 2.5 weeks ago. I mean, he did great in practice. It caught my eye there. His first or second day. And now, this game, not just the pick 6, but the way he's been playing this entire game. He's been on it. He's been very good. He has been, I think, one of the better backups we've seen out there in coverage. So I love it. Great play by Keeman Hall, and great drop by the SCO 971, taking Marco Sepien down to 61 points.
That's right.
On that board of the stream.
Who's 61 on the team? Do we have a 61?
I'm sure, but man, it is probably someone we're not going to ever hear of. Let me see. I'm looking real quick.
So, and
there's not even a 61.
I was going to say, I only asked because, again, we are still in that point in the preseason where...
The guy we get the Cole Cabral or something like that is 61.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Actually, you know what? Watch this. Here's how my Cowboy memory works. I do know that in the training camp videos there is a quick footage of him, and literally at the beginning of the video. So let's check it out. What do you say?
Okay.
Let's look. I'm pretty sure he'll be the first guy here in the blocking situation. There he is, baby. Number 61 for Marco Sepien. His name is what is it? Cabral. Cole Cabral. Yeah, he's a new offensive lineman, number 61. There you go. Marco Sepien repping that. Quick repping for him.
Oh, I think I said DeBerry's definitely walking home with Cropper.
Yeah, Cropper. I think he's gonna be practice squad. Cropper. But
he's still not allowed back on the bus.
DeBerry won't be. Yeah, DeBerry won't be on this team, in my opinion. I mean, we got enough good players. I think Julius Wood and other guys could make more upside on the practice squad than someone like DeBerry. Yeah, and
Ronan, again, thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying this, whether it's obviously what we're seeing here on the TV or just enjoying chilling, hanging with us, and talking some Cowboy football. So always appreciate everybody.
Oh, yeah, everybody in the house. Well, you dropped your messages.
Yeah, random edits, what's up? Let's go Cowboys.
Drop the love from above. Thank you,
Kissed
guys.
Aesthetic. What's up? Hello and hi.
Let me also update the board for SCO and get him up on here. He's usually the After Dark, superstar, but here he's helping rep the star with us.
Yeah, and real shit. Again, take the trolling elsewhere.
Is he trolling again?
It's okay. I just preemptively always time him out for a few minutes.
just to kind of calm him down because he's like a wild, boar. And he's got to kind of tame him a little
boar?
bit. I don't know. He reminds him of a boar, not boring, but like a.
I know what you mean, like a boar. It's just
I don't know.
Super random there.
Boars are ugly, like real shit. You got it. Oh boy! All right, enough of the jokes. Landing zone time. Kickoff. They got the outside. There's a hold there. They're holding number 47. Thank you.
Called it.
Aubrey throwing the guy down. Look at Aubrey. He took him by the helmet, just threw him to the fucking ground. I love that shit. The kicker getting involved. I don't want him getting fucking hurt.
You know what's funny though? Last year in the regular season, there were one or two times where
Aubrey had to come
Aubrey
through.
said,
"Come through." He came through, saving it, saving touchdown, saving issues. Now let's see here, because that to me was a hole on the outside. I thought number 47 was held from our team. Thank you. So 47 held 47. Is that what I'm hearing?
True.
Because they said 47 held.
When you first said it,
and now they have Bradley in the game. By the way,
it confused me a little bit because I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait, we held? Oh.
Wish they showed it again.
Let me see here. So.
And that was an Aiden O'Connell throwing, by the way. It's a new guy they have in there.
Okay.
Their third string quarterback. They got trouble. I mean, they got three back. They got two backups and a fourth stringer at quarterback. The Raiders are in trouble, in my opinion, for a full season on offense.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's a run to the left. Got to hold. Obvious hold on Eric Scott Jr.
I don't think they're going to call it.
Eric Scott was being held. He had his arms up and he was.
Oh, yay.
Thank you. Let me ref this motherfucking game.
Mr. NCF should be a ref.
Obvious hold. Obvious hold right there. So, yeah. Watch it. Watch 37. Eric Scott Jr. just gets. You see him get grabbed here. And then he tries to pull away. When he can unlock and his arm goes up, that's a fucking flag. And I've seen that happen a lot, and they don't call it. This time they called it. Hey,
yeah, great catch.
Must be preseason. They're letting us feel like we're going to have a fairly refereed year, and they're going to fuck us week 1 and beyond. But anyways, there's Keemon Hall back in there. I'm going to get his name. Is it Keemon Hall or is it Keemon Hall? Going in motion, it shows the Cowboys are in zone. Here it is. 25's got to come down. Booth makes the tackle, and good enough from the way that the lineup was set up, the Zimmer defensive scheme there. That's the best he could do. He has to make that tackle out there, or it's a huge game. So Andrew Booth, the guy we traded for from the Vikings, and we traded away Nashawn Shit Wright, who's now, he basically gave Wright's number 25 to him.
I didn't know you knew his middle name.
Yeah, shit. S is his initial. Anyways, the way he played, I assumed it was shit. Anyways. 2nd and 9 on their own 21. Shotgun Cowboys almost look like they're going to blitz. I got Mogensen, the undrafted guy, in the middle there. He's coming. Is he coming up? No, he's dropping back in coverage. They drop it to the running back. I like the pass offs.
I mean,
like the zone is kind of smooth with the Cowboys. There's too many yards to gain there, but you're seeing everybody kind of. It looks like it's a man situation. And then he lets a guy go, and the other guy takes the coverage. So the Cowboys have done a great job passing, a smooth job passing off coverage. I talked about this last night. In cover 4, cover 2, we do that a lot. And second stringers, third stringers, they have more trouble with that. But they all are smooth, even down to our fourth stringers. And that shows me it's coaching. That's Zimmer coaching right there. That's really, everyone knows what they're doing.
To see the impact that he's had, obviously, in still what I feel like is such a short amount of time.
Yeah, and practice time.
And with a large majority of our same players from last year still here.
What a catch.
How did he catch that?
Now, Andrew Booth had great coverage. Still was a better pass and a better catch. And then the hit by the linebacker could not jar the ball loose. And Keaton makes a great catch. I mean, look at this. He's
a pretty big guy.
46 with a big hit right there. Who is 46?
Man.
Darius Harris, one of the newer players. I think he's UFL. Or was he undrafted? Either way, it don't matter. He'll be a practice squad guy at best. So again, this one of these.
Yeah.
All we have to do is kind of cross off like 12 guys. They will never come back, and then cross off another 17 guys who are going to be practice squad, and you'll find the 53 left are the ones we're going to go roll with. Damn it! That should have been a catch. And
so
that
lucky.
time, Andrew Booth was burned. Pass was good. Keaton made the last good catch. He dropped this one. So that should have been a catch. That It would have been on the goal line by the Raiders. The Raiders. So again, let me see how Booth. I mean, Booth is in good coverage. I gotta say, he still has a better pass than anything. Great coverage. I saw Julius Wood up above there, the undrafted number 33. Didn't get to the corner in time. The point is, it was just a perfect offensive play, except for the missed catch, right?
Yeah.
I still like Andrew Booth, 20-5. I mean, even in that play, that's one of his worst plays of the day. The missed tap.
Again, if that's the worst that he's going to perform, that's not bad.
I'm saying he still has. He had one bad play today, and he's had 6 or 7. He's been picked on. He's been attacked. You know, saying, and he's been stepping up to the plate about things. 95% of the time, it feels he's been doing the right thing.
Yeah, which is nice to see, right?
Very good. Oh man, good job. The Cowboys are just basically. I don't say prevent. I think there's Mogensen, 59. The Cowboys not playing prevent, but they're letting them kind of just. You can get the 3 yards, but we're not going to let you get the first down. That's the thing here. A little bend, don't break, but in a much smaller.
I was going to say bend, don't break, but more of a
first and
game
10
philosophy than any kind of actual creed to live by or anything like that.
Not even game philosophy. I think it's more like a drive philosophy. I think the Cowboys are trying to keep everything in front of them. 2nd and 16, you don't want to go and necessarily blitz because now you got to look at all that behind you, right? So you want to get a little pressure with your front 4, and then let your coverage. You're gonna have 7 people in coverage here, and if they throw it down underneath, you just let them. The Raiders are gonna chip away at the 17 yards or 20 yards. Now it's what 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 4. I don't know. With 3rd and 5, makeable 3rd down, right? So that's what the Raiders. They're doing the right thing, and we're also doing the right thing by just trying to keep the stuff in front of us. You don't want to necessarily, blitz or do something crazy because then they hit you deep and then they get the 40-yard gain, a touchdown or something like that. You want to keep them to forcing them, keep the pressure on the Raiders and make the 3rd down as long as possible. It only was 5 yards, which helps them. But hey, now you get that. Now on defense, you get a little bit more aggressive if you want, and we'll see. We are coming. Here comes the blitz. There it is. Damn it, he still got it. But man, I do like you see how that pressure came almost disguised. And we got a good hit on the quarterback. He'll think about that next time. So again, I like that. That even though again it was a good play by the Raiders, they barely got the first down, but the pressure was there. He had to hurry up and make the decision. I liked it. I like the way that we're kind of very disguised. 92 is in coverage. Yeah, he's a pass rusher.
Well, again, it's funny because I remember there were definitely 2 or 3 plays in the first preseason game where because of that disguise, kind of looked at the wrong guy. Right? Or the wrong person catches you off guard, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute, but we're over here. Thought I was supposed to be looking here. So.
Look at this, baby. Look at the virtual measurement. It's a new thing.
That's kind of weird.
Interesting. Virtual measurement. Is that something new?
I'm going to guess so.
You hear that? They're not using the chains. I think this is just for preseason, but they're trying it out. Interesting. The virtual first downs. They're kind of measuring it by science and sensors. So I love it personally. I like to be perfect and precise and specific. I don't want to go off the fucking link. And we had the big link game against this Raider team. The card, remember measuring the fucking first down with the card. Remember that?
Yeah, of course.
That was a regular season game against the Raiders was it Vegas? I don't think it was Vegas at the time. So yeah, and that's when Jeff Heath knocked the ball out of bounds, Derek Carr, and we won the game.
Yeah, salute Double R. Much love.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us here.
Yeah.
Oh.
So here we go. 2nd and 6 for them. Under 10 minutes to go in the game. Aiden O'Connell out. Minshaw out. This is the 3rd stringer. Matthews, or I don't know who he is. 2nd and 6. We're looking at a little blitz here in the middle, and we do. Mogensen, as that blitzer, gets a little pressure on him. No flag. Keeman Hall doing a great job.
Should be nice and clean, but
see, you're making Bradley. You're making Bradley have to rush his passes. That's why it was overthrown. You're seeing also the fact that again, I wish they don't show enough replays. Okay, here's a replay. Look at the inside. Look at the inside. That's over the top, probably He saw that the Cowboys are going to blitz, but the thing is that the Cowboys still were disguising it pretty well. Until the last minute there, the last moment. So, the last second, I should say. Look at this again. We're showing blitz. Look at that our left side, their right side. Look at us. We're dropping back. That's Zimmer. Yeah. Delay a game. But see, even just doing that made the Vegas Raiders have to take too much time to think about stuff.
Because they made their initial read off of whatever defensive package we came out there with, and then we changed it. We try to kind of put the pressure on the left side of our defense. Their right side, we were going to come with 4 guys on the left side. And look at him. He's changing the play. And because he had to change the play, he didn't realize he lost track of the time. That's what the defense can do to you if you keep, being disguising and sneaky. You want this. You want the offense to constantly have to kind of react to you and kind of like. I like that our defense is being this disruptive.
Yes, look again. And they're pointing it out in the newscast. There comes one guy coming, 59 again, knocks the ball down. Incomplete.
Great job.
And that's what I'm talking about. You see how he came in at 59? Mogensen is a linebacker. He pushed the pocket as Huggins, the guy who gave that cheap shot to the Rams assistant, did basically a stunt move. The whole job of 59 was to push the line to one direction. So that gave Huggins the ability to knock the ball down. He had to rush the play because he saw the pressure coming from the right. We did blitz. And that's just going to be Zimmer. That's going to be Zimmer. You're watching Zimmer scheme all over the field right now. Love it. I love this shit.
I have to admit, again,
I'm very happy.
I am very, very pleasantly surprised at
Zimmer's defensive scheme.
Yeah. I was worried that, especially with the lack of personnel changeover,
that's a flag.
Can you teach an old dog new tricks? Zimmer said, yes, you can.
I just want to make a point, and I know some people may not know this rule, but let's have some fun with it. On that punt, Billy Johnson fair caught it at the 10. It was obviously a fair catch. He put his hand. There was guys all around him. I want to make sure he caught it because that's how you lose your job for sure. He fair caught it at the 10-yard line, and then he kind of did a little jump step. A Raider player came over and kind of smacked him, like almost not to smack him on purpose. It kind of went to tackle him and hit him, and touched him. That is technically a flag. I want people to understand. I don't know when the play was actually called dead and over, but it happened within a second of the catch. Like he caught it, made a little juke move, got hit. That should be a flag. Now, it wasn't a tackle. It wasn't to be an asshole. It was more like he wasn't sure. Like you can fair catch it all the time, catch it, and then run the ball. And someone hits you. That's on them because you fair caught it. But unless there's some kind of deemed rule or situation with the referees, if they see that happening, someone kind of give that fake, they allow a little touch because you kind of incited it. You kind of.
Hey, if you start it, someone else is gonna have to end it, so to speak. So, real quick, I wanted to touch on this comment too. Luis Ortiz said, "My underdog pick at receiver is Harmon because he catches everything."
To do what though? That's my thing. What is Harmon's role on the team? He's not going to be on the 53. There's one spot open and there's 2 guys at least in front of him. At least, there's more than that.
In that spot, I feel like Cropper took himself.
But Flournoy
out of
jumps
that running for that 6th spot.
Well, I think he drops down it. I think he drops a 7. But I think that you get.
The thing is that you said it. I don't think it's not like we're going to keep 6 receivers on the team. Seven.
Right. Flournoy showed. He had a great fucking game. So he had a great game. They took him out after that drive because they showed him. He showed enough. They see him being a viable piece. He's a draft pick, 6th rounder. I'm going to tell you, Harmon's not going to make the 53. There's no way. But I agree with the practice squad. That he will make. He'll be cut and then picked up. No one's going to pick him up. He'll come back to the Cowboys if the Cowboys seem to like him enough. I think Billy Johnson is probably, to me, he's been more consistent. He's been more consistent than Cropper. Billy Johnson. Overall. Cropper had a good game. And he's had a good practice or two. But Billy Johnson's had a good training camp.
Okay.
He's had good preseason for the most part. So I'm almost putting him. But I think Flournoy, because he is a drafted player, the other guys are undrafted, he has a head start. Trey Lance throwing it down the field this time against a nice play. Great pass there.
That's his best pass of the day.
Say it again for the people in the back.
I said that's the best pass of the day for him.
100%.
Love to see it.
Racy McMath. By the way, that's the one guy, you've seen him in practice, in our practice videos. Racy McMath is the guy that's always, number 80, always connects with Trey Lance. That's like Trey Lance's number 1 guy in his, probably because he's practiced with him the most. But Racy McMath and Trey Lance, they look Trey Lance looks best when McMath is on the field and he's throwing to him. Number 80. So keep that in mind. There's a run here for, is that Deuce? I can't tell.
Didn't look like.
No, 32.
I was gonna say it didn't look like Deuce.
That's the undrafted. I think that's Snoop Connor. Is that what it is? Yeah, Snoop Connor, who, again, actually has a connection with Trey Lance. Like in practice, as you can see, he's got a touchdown reception, 2 touchdown receptions. Sorry, 1 touchdown reception from Trey Lance in the same practice day. And then also a good run on Trey Lance's drive for Snoop Connor. When Snoop Connor and Racey McMath are in the game, Trey Lance looks best. But again, we're playing against 4th stringers now. We're now at 3rd and 4th stringers for the Raiders. So keep that in mind too, with 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the game. Another run there for Snoop Connor. Looking all right. I like, look at him, not stopping. I like it. Gets the first down. It sounds like the whistle was blown earlier, though. You might have to, is a flag as well. See if it's a holding of the Cowboys.
Because again, until he's,
it's holding.
Okay, well,
65
That's
held.
probably why.
That's Dakota Shepley. I think he's playing center right now. But I just want to say something here. You're seeing, if you forget about the flag for a second, I still see a great job there done by Snoop Connor.
Oh yeah.
That's what you're showing here. You put it on tape. People respect that. They see that. They see his effort. The play didn't count. Who cares? You still seen him make it count for the tape.
Yeah, he still did well.
Yeah, so that's the key. Even if the play don't count, it still counts.
It's funny because I feel like preseason is probably the most individualistic that you'll ever see when it comes to football.
I agree. But you have to also show obviously you have to show you work as a team. There's a flag.
I think
and income. Snoop Connor drops the pass. It's probably a hold in the Cowboys.
Unfortunate.
Yep. It's going to be 1st and 30. No, declining it. So it's 3rd and 20. Smart.
That is the better.
Yeah, that's the smart move.
Solution.
That's the only move, honestly.
So no, it's okay. We're getting to the kind of quieter part of the game since we've got 4th stringers.
Yeah, now it comes down to it really comes down to not somebody who's going to make the actual starting team. It's the 53. It's more about again, we do have some guys that can make this. Trey Lance. You got maybe some Deuce Vaughn in there, although Snoop Connor's in there right now. These are the guys fighting for their for practice squad life. Here's the undrafted. Is it Neil? Is that his name? Nathaniel Pete. Again, undrafted.
Hey.
Oh! No flag there. They just punched fucking Brock Hoffman in the face. And Brock Hoffman could literally be a starter for the Cowboys still. And he's in the game. That shows you how bad it is, though, at center.
He almost, and he
if Brock Hoffman's going to be, I think it was Brock, if Brock Hoffman could possibly still be a starter, and I don't see how that's possible anymore, what the fuck is he doing in the game now? Right? So that tells me Cooper Beebe's the starter. Brock Hoffman's in the game here. 4th and 2. Snapping the ball as a shotgun. It is a run to Snoop Connor. And he gets the first down. Snoop Connor, nice run for him. He got a little of that. I like the way he runs. Again, another practice squad possibility here. Him, Malik Davis.
I swear I saw somebody say, and not even in the chat, I think it was, again, a social media thing.
Deuce Vaughn?
Oh my goodness, what's the running back's name? It just
Snoop Connor?
There you go, Connor. That Connor has some Zeke-esque qualities, like old school.
Yeah, like OG Zeke. Of course not bigger or stronger, but you can see he has that ability to drop the bomb on you. And is that him again? 32? It is. Here, I mean, he's trying.
Waiting for him this time.
He's hard to tackle because he has such a low center of gravity, and so you can see he runs really bending his knees really well. So doing all those things is, he can bounce off into
being
you.
Low to the ground naturally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when you bend your legs, I know you bend your legs and you can make little moves, and you're a strong player. He can break tackles. So you see why the Cowboys really liked bringing back Snoop Connor, and I think Nathaniel Pete is a little bit more like a pass reception kind of guy, like almost like a Deuce Vaughn replacement possibly. Play action. Trey Lance got to dump it down. He does to the tight end. Number 49, first down for the Cowboys.
I love the hustle there.
And number 49 at tight end is Alec Holler. UCF. Let's go Knights. Yes, he's a UCF
I was
Knight.
going to say holler for $1.
Holla. Well, the $5 holla. So there you go. Number 49, Holler. Alex Holler, undrafted tight end. Practice squad possibilities for him. Not going to make the 53. So, but that's, every guy here is fighting to make this team in some way. There's Deuce Vaughn coming in late. No, that's not dude's Vaughn. That's is that Holler again? I think so. Oh, the number 48 earlier was Princeton Fant. Confusion there for the Cowboys. I think that would have been a flag, to be honest. If the Cowboys brought in somebody so late, that's, I think, a flag. Remember that playoff game? Was it the Packers? Where we brought in, we had a exchange happen where a guy came in.
I think it was the Packers.
It was a playoff game, but not the last. It was like the one. It was not the last one. So this is the one from when Aaron Rodgers was there.
Yeah, the previous
one that we had when
that.
I think Dak's rookie year, when we had the Packers and they called us. Was it Williams? You know, when he came in and he the substitution was an illegal substitution or something, and they called us for this penalty that you rarely see. If you don't call a timeout in that situation, the flag comes out. I think that's what McCarthy caught, and I think he called a timeout for that reason. You know, because he wanted to try to avoid the penalty.
Exactly.
I mean, with only such little time, we're up by 8. Not that that matters. There's 6 minutes left in the game, and you don't want to ruin the momentum for your team right now. So that's why I think McCarthy called that timeout. It was because of the possibility of getting that flag with the illegal substitution. Anyways, I'm trying to get myself
all good. So
back into the
consistency is definitely key there. So Aztec Aguilar 4 said Russell Wilson and Justin Fields couldn't even score a touchdown against backups.
Oof, man, Steelers may be in trouble there, real shit. At the same time, they're also smacking each other up in practice, both guys.
Yeah.
So,
let me see here as well. Tornado said, no, that is not CeeDee Lamb on the sideline. I wish it was.
Someone
the
told me
closest CeeDee Lamb is getting to this game is Mr. MCF's jersey right now.
Let's go. Let's get Lamb in here. Stop lowballing the man. Under $33 million. He should be under $35 million. Now, you know, the way I see, the rest of this game kind of playing out. I mean, again, we're looking to see these guys kind of, of course, you said like this is the most individualistic time, and it is true, but you have to also obviously play as a team so you can show your individual abilities. And that's what McCarthy wants to kind of keep the flow of that going without ruining the drive, because I think that would have been a penalty. They didn't touch on it because I don't think these announcers know about that penalty. We experienced that penalty in the playoffs, so we fucking know about that pain that causes. Well, let me do this. There we go. I'm trying to get you on here, baby. You're off the screen a little bit, so I'm trying to get you more on there. Yeah. I'm drifting.
Oh, sorry, you know I had to mess with you.
So, anyways.
I feel like I'm drifting because every once in a while I'll start kind of like leaning this way, and the next thing I know
Now we got 12 personnel. Lance under center, fake the run there, going deep, second level, wide open.
Hey,
number 80.
beautiful.
What did I say about number 80, McMath?
Way to go, Trey Lance.
Trey Lance connects with number 80. That's his guy. Snoop Connor, that's his guy at running back.
The way that, Cooper Rush tends to go for the number one tight end that usually is playing out there. So, for example, just say like he hit like Schoonmaker once or twice. Yeah. I know the year before, last year, he had a really good connection with
Stevens.
No, wasn't it Jalen? Which Jalen is it?
Oh, was it Tolbert?
Maybe. I think it might have been Tolbert last year. So we haven't seen Cooper Rush long enough here to know who he kind
Trey
of
Lance looking at Snoop Connor, throws the ball. Snoop Connor,
that
it's
was
incomplete.
A horribly low pass.
Horrible pass by Trey Lance there. I don't even know what that play wasn't even good. Like, to me, it's like you're running Snoop Connor in motion behind the quarterback. You're usually trying to take one of their coverage guys out of the play because they got to cover him, right? And then they end up throwing the ball without even giving a chance to breathe. They just threw the ball right to him. That's horrible. Whether it was a horrible execution or a horrible play call, it was just a horrible play overall, all those facets. 4:20 to go in the game. Under center for Trey Lance. Got like a run formation here. We do run. Snoop Connor finds the. Snoop Connor may be earning himself a role here.
He got like 5-6 yards.
Out of nothing. So Snoop Connor looking really good here. It's gonna be tough because, like, how do you feel about, let's say, Malik Davis, Snoop Connor, Deuce Vaughn?
I still don't feel the greatest about it, and again, I still believe, based on some of those pregame Jerry comments, as much as Connor looks good, I think that they will bring in somebody else.
I think Jerry Jones is looking for a reason not to bring somebody else in. I think that he sees his own guys doing good, That's a win for old Jerry. It's my guys. I got them. I found them. Snoop Connor is now playing receiver out of the backfield, running to the. Oh, he's getting blitzed. Finds him open. McMath once again, baby. That's 3 catches for McMath. He hadn't had shit until Trey Lance comes in the game, and Trey Lance really didn't have much until McMath's in the game. Might as well just go to him now for a touchdown because I believe that McMath is.
How tall is McMath?
Very tall, right? He looks lanky and long.
Okay, so maybe it's less of a.
He's just throwing it so high. That's why he's always throwing.
But more of a feature.
I mean, he's throwing. That's a perfect pass, but to a regular receiver, he's got to jump up in the air for it. Maybe he's just too much focused on that. I don't know. Here we go. We got 12 personnel, 2 tight ends on the right. 14 is in motion. Stops with the tight ends. We run up the middle with Snoop Connor. He's going to be stopped about on the 3-yard line here as he gets slammed to the ground. They actually marked him on the 2-yard line. Let's put this ball in the goddamn end zone and just cap off a 4th string drive. You know what I mean? A 4th stringer. Decent drive. Zach Martin on the sideline, of course, not dressed for the game. They're both chuckling on the sideline and having fun, laughing it up. Yeah. So, this is basically a 2-minute warning here after this play. Basically, let's see if we can score a touchdown.
Preseason game flew by.
We can give the
second goal here.
We can give the Raiders maybe a 2-minute warning here. Oh, Trey Lance is running the ball. And he's got it in the end zone. See,
that is a touchdown.
And that's the speed of Dak. Look at this. Brock Hoffman, don't hit it. Yes, he's trying to celebrate. Good job. There's a flag.
Oh.
They threw the flags.
I think players were...
Brock Hoffman was hitting the head. This is the 3rd time he got hit. And then he kind of shoved the guy out the way from hitting him. And then he went to celebrating with his guys. He went back to celebrating Trey Lance. And then the flags came out. Let's see what it is. 2:06 to go in the game. Yeah. Obviously, game over. We win. But winning is not the big deal. It's a much better game, I think, overall than last week. Dak can't do this. This is what Trey Lance can do that Dak can never do. Oh, I see. It was at the end. Dakota Shepley put his arms in the air and just kept running into his face after he shoved Brock Hoffman. And Brock Hoffman went back to celebrating.
Yeah.
65, Dakota Shepley kept taunting. It is what it is. Fuck him. I mean, Shepley's going to be practice squad. He's our 3rd string center. He ain't going to make this team. Like, he's not making it 53. We're just talking about the truth here. He's a guy...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fighting for practice squad. And he'll get it. He's actually good enough to get the practice squad spot. Here comes the extra point, which is what, like 50 yards? And the extra point is up. Man, I mean, doesn't it feel so good to have a guy, you just see that ball go down the middle every time. It's just so good.
The lack of stress I feel when our special team gets on the field is
unmatched.
Yes.
I know how it felt when we had this carousel of guys after your guy, Bailey, was gone. And then we just had, disaster after disaster after disaster after disaster. And then Aubrey, here's another disaster. And then bam. No one except for Will McClay. I guess you got to give Stephen Jones some credit because he did also. Well, he puts his chips in every player, so I don't trust him. Will McClay though said this is the real deal. He's shown it with Turpin.
Yeah.
He showed it from the UFL, and he showed it at Aubrey in the UFL. It's special teams where you get your UFL players, and for actually offense and defense, it seems you get them. Draft, undrafted, or of course other teams, which the Cowboys rarely do.
So, let me see here. Luis Ortiz said they called it on us.
Yeah.
The penalty?
If you guys go back on your screens if you can, go to watch number 65. The penalty wasn't on Hoffman, 67. It was on 65 for taunting after the play because after they shoved each other, they didn't throw a flag for that. 65 then went into the face of the guy who shoved Brock Hoffman and kept running in his face and laughing. And I don't know what really happened, but obviously he kept going. They threw the flags. They gave a break to both guys, the first shove on each of them. But then it was the Dakota Shepley taunting, which they just said, okay, that's it.
Yeah,
flags.
So, and by the way, Chalk to Montana 808, what's up? Much love. Shout out to you. Thanks for joining us here. Yeah. So, yeah.
Chalk to Montana in the house. What's up, bro?
That was a different type of clownery. Skeptical. So, by the way, John Connor also said Trey has responded. Hopefully he can build off of this again.
He's responded some. He's got definitely a better...
Would you say he looked better than last week?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so that, I guess, is the... I don't want to say that's it. That's all. That's the baseline.
It's good. It's a step forward. Is it enough? No. He's not better than Cooper Rush yet. No. And I think the biggest thing is When did he do good in this game? When he got the fourth stringers. He connects with McMath, but he's not connecting with anyone else. That's in front of these guys. So when he's there after Cooper Rush's 2 drives, you got Trey Lance taking over, and he looked like shit. The only time he didn't look like shit was that 2-minute drill, which was really a 30-second drill.
Yeah.
Which the Raiders were playing kind of almost prevent. All he did was just dump it down two times, and then he ran a great. Again, his best plays came when he either ran the ball or is finding the fourth string receiver, McMath, number 80. So it's not. He's not shown me enough to say he can do this. They're taking it out of the end zone, out of the landing zone. Bam! Good job there by number 49 with the tackle.
Very solid hit.
Good job there, 49. That's, again, Alex Holla. Go UCF, baby. Knights. He might make his way onto the practice squad, Holler. You never know.
True.
Rep that
Never wanna
team. Hell yeah.
Are they showing it because it's a 2-minute warning now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thought that previous one was a 2-minute warning.
No,
I guess I was mistaken.
We scored right before.
I know.
The 2-minute warning. That's why we like.
So, and hey, all good. Again, guys, we're just glad you came in here and said hello and hi, shared your thoughts, gave your 2 cents on what's been going on with their Cowboys as of now. Tammy Sotis, much love to you as well. So,
man, I mean, right now, the whole all in by Jerry Jones. We talked about that early in the offseason, and we're like, whatever. He has to prove it, and then it's all about, we're all in with our guys. Mm-hmm. That's not all in. So at that point, I think everyone's like, okay, we seen what the writing on the wall is. You've seen the issue with the contract again with CeeDee Lamb. I mean, are you kidding me? After a year and a half, you knew this was going to come to this point, and you're at $32.8 million per year.
I have to be honest too. If I'm just throwing out there this name, if I'm Micah Parsons,
yeah, you want to deal with us for?
Yeah, and I'm watching the way that the Cowboys are handling the CeeDee Lamb situation currently. I mean,
Dak's been through what he knows.
You hesitate a little, just a little, right? Because I feel like Micah Parsons is seeing everything that's happening and just like filing it in the back of his head.
Yeah. I mean,
that's it.
It's not just Micah; it's everyone. Everyone sees it, and they should have seen it with Dak. They should have seen it with other guys. The way the Cowboys handle these deals, and they mishandle things. It's a front office business mishandling. The only reason you stay on the Cowboys, why? Because Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones eventually pay up and break the bank, and
of course the other perks that come along with being a Cowboy. So, no, I'm just saying the type of fame and recognition and usually love.
I'm going to say one thing about Trey Lance, though. I would love for him to have, the best game he's ever seen. This last game against the Chargers next week. You know why? Not because he's going to be our backup. Not because he's going to take over for Dak. Shut up, you guys. I think that's insanity. But the reason why is trade. Now we can trade. Show him as, hey, look what he can be. Look what he can be. Cowboys should set it up as easy as possible for him to look, I don't care how cheap it is, as good as possible. As a selling point in a trade, you get a 4th rounder back for him. We gave up a 4th rounder. Can you get a team like the Vikings to give up a 4th rounder for him? They wanted him earlier. They said, no, let's wait and see how he does. Looked like shit. They lost their rookie, and now they're I know they made a move for a quarterback recently. But I forgot, a day or two ago. But the point is, Trey Lance could still be that option, like the Vikings, right? They could be another team out there that needs a Trey Lance option, and they're willing to give up a 4th rounder.
You're taking a year off from the Cowboys this year? Is that what you mean? Like you're taking some time off? Cowboy break?
I can't ever. Low pass. Oh. And we had, our guys are there again.
Still almost picked.
Andrew Booth involved in pretty much Andrew Booth and K'Mon Hall, 2 guys that have moved up on my list of guys to watch. Maybe try to sneak under the 53. Those are guys who can on defense too. I love the way they both played. Now guys like number 38, what was his name? 31 Josh Butler, number 38 Josh DeBerry. The 2 Joshes. They're joshing the fuck out. I don't see them even making the practice squad the way they've been playing. So, good and bad there. I like Nealon doing his thing. I like, and there's DeBerry getting beat again. I like Nealon. Early on, the first half, the biggest, you told me what takeaways I had and stuff, and I said, it's about the rookies. The first 4 rookies that we drafted. You got Tyler Guyton looking fantastic.
Yep.
You got second rounder Marshawn Nealon. Again, these guys are against starters. He looked very good. He was getting pressure. He was stopping the run. Third rounders, Cooper Beebe, starting center. I mean, nobody noticed a bad snap or missed block. Cooper Beebe, Tyler Guyton, great. And then Maris Leofau, number 35. Who I'm going to still shout him out, guys. I think Leofau, people are sleeping on him. I don't think he's going to be a superstar right now, but I think he's a guy that's going to be a viable piece in the specific Zimmer defense. So the rookies, the top 4 rookies, fantastic. And then Flournoy, 6th-rounder. Great job. The stop at the Cowboys there by Mogensen, number 59. Minute 25 to go in the game, by the way, as they're just kind of hurrying up. Again, situational football. They're trying to get it, get the offense and these 4 stringers some. Oh, who's that with the nice defense there? I think it was nice defense.
Looks like Lonnie Thomas.
DeBerry,
30, right?
DeBerry.
Okay.
Yeah, this was one of his few good plays. It was more of a bad pass than a good play. Either way, though,
he was there.
I like the way that our top rookies have played first 3 rounds. They won in day 2 picks. I like the way that even Eric, Ryan Flournoy, our receiver, has done.
True. Honestly, Flournoy had
a whole drive,
very solid game today.
Yeah, and for a guy who's been injured,
even with again 1 or 2 little blips here and there.
So I love it. Rookie wise, one of the big positives in this game. I told you about the 2 defensive kind of surprises. Keelan Hall, bad pass, knocked down. Oh, you dumb fuck! If Barry gets a flag there for hitting him in the face, don't bitch. All right, it's our ball, 1st and 10. DeBerry gave him a shot to the face. It was unnecessary. DeBerry hasn't, even on the 2 incompletions that he was just part of, there's his best 2 plays of the game.
Just unnecessary.
It wasn't even him. It was a bad pass. It was a bad pass. It was tipped actually there. So I guess he could have hit it. It was a bad pass because it was tipped. The point is, it wasn't DeBerry doing the stuff. DeBerry was just there a second late. Happened to be lucky. The ball was low thrown the first time and knocked down the second time. DeBerry's not going to make this team. The Cowboys are just going to take a knee and call it a night with 1-1-1, a minute 11 to go. Might as well. The Cowboys seen enough. I know we can say, well, why don't we use a minute drive here?
We still have a few snaps left in us and stuff. Again, like you said.
They've seen enough. The Cowboys already are happy with what they've seen. Forget about the win. Last week was a big L with some of the stuff we saw. This week was a big W into some of the things we saw. I don't care about the win or the loss on the screen. Great, we won.
I was going to say, do you know the way we really won?
No injury. Well,
as
knock on wood.
As of now, no injuries.
That's the biggest W. We won last week as well, except for Chuma Edoga, which actually is maybe a win. Because there he is, Turpin doing this little... Oh, that wasn't Turpin. Oh, shit, that was Burnett doing it. He's doing the Turpin. Turpin's little flip at the end of the game turned into a Cowboy thing now, it seems. Yeah, no matter which...
you gotta bring the energy.
And when you win, you outside of doing the Landry snap, the Landry motion there, now they're doing the Turpin turn. Turpin flip. So
I like that, the Turpin turn.
Air turn. Couple last comments, guys, because it's one again. I know we usually still live at this time when we go live on our normal stream, but we had a unnormal 2 days of a lot of stuff. College stuff for my daughter, high school band stuff for little G for your son. So
work stuff for
both of us.
On top of all that,
a lot of stuff, crazy 2 days, but at least now we got through it.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the final shout-outs here of the night, but
probably our last stream for the week. I'm just saying we're probably not going live tomorrow, but the Cowboys will be back at it on Monday. We're going to carry all the numbers and all the drops and all that stuff into one more week as the sponsor of the week holds it down. Chill Pill.
That's right.
Record-breaking over on After Dark. Go check it out, MCF After Dark. You got to actually look for it. We don't give it out. You got to look for it. It's if you know, you know. So big shout-outs to Chill Pill. Record-breaking week, sponsor of the week, and right here, the Cash App Queen. Big shout out to Chill Pill, appreciate you. Marco Seppian, 61 points in the stream boss, and as you see flying right by right now, the gifting champion, Jetly 44, the champ, 10 out of last 12 weeks here on my Cowboys family. So big shout out to you guys. Now there is no leader right now, even though we're halfway through this 2 weeks. Yeah, halfway through this 2 week segment. There is no leader right now. Nobody on the gifting board. Marco Seppian, of course, still holding it down there as the stream boss. But we do have a leader on the Cash App side, and his name is James Herr. Through the Streamlabs, which also counts as a Cash App drop. So big shout out to James Herr and Jason Renf, Jetly44, who is also on the board there on the Cash App side. Remember, guys, we're not doing the After Dark crew anymore. They got their own thing over there. We're going to do the MCF stuff here only for the MCF, My Cowboys Family crew. So thanks to all you guys for that and dropping that. And again, who's the overall leader? Star level. Another lady, maybe, hey, we had a lady last week, Chill Pill. Maybe Marissa Sparkle holds it down. She's the current leader right now on the overall board. Marissa Sparkle. Sparkling that first place spot. Star level. Thank you. Star over everything. So that's the shout out from me to you guys. Also, thank you guys for the drops of love tonight from above. Skeptical Fan, Mark Hovsepian, Top Dog Bay Bullies, a.k.a. Dwayne Broussard, Justin Quarles, a.k.a. the Q-Man, Jetly44, of course, everyone knows Jason Renfro, and Sco971 After Dark Style. Appreciate all you guys again. Thank you guys. And baby, let's do the last shout-outs / comments.
Of course.
Final comments and the shout-outs together.
Scorpio, much love. Thanks for rocking with us.
Scorpio, get CD Lamb in there. Let's go. Let's stop messing around.
Dustin Roberts.
Scorpio knows what I mean.
Have a great night as well, Dustin.
Thank you, Dustin. Yes.
Skeptical Fan, always staying skeptical and dropping those clown emojis.
Gotta keep dropping that.
You see Scorpio representing. William Burney, much love. We have Ronan the Voice in the house.
Ronan. And with us the whole game.
Much love.
Asmodeus, Memphis style, right?
You see, we have William Burney, much love to you as well. Luis Ortiz, take it easy. We have Choctaw Montana 808 himself.
Much love.
You see NFZ in the house. What's up?
He's always repping that star over everything. He knows it. We know it. We all know it. Dallas Cowboys 92 in the house with us here. Hell yeah. We them boys.
Q Ball representing Luis Ortiz, Ronan the Voice.
I remember in the beginning when we had Skeptical Fan, I think, kick it off. Freedom First, many others throughout the night. Like Marco Sepian.
Yeah, at least on my side, that's as far back as I can go.
Justin Quarles, Sco971, and then the rest, guys. Again, thank you all for dropping in, checking in with us here on Game 2 of preseason.
92, what's up?
Of checking in with us, going through the thing here on My Cowboys Family for preseason game number 2, late night style. Next week, one more to go. And then we got about 10 days before week 1 against the Browns. So about 2.5 weeks away, guys. And it's 3 weeks away. And it is. Hey, it counts.
Regular football is so close, you can almost taste it.
Regular season right here. Guys, thanks again for chilling with us. Baby, let them know why we do this here. For basically anytime there's any news, but we do it here almost every single night. For the last 7.5 years. Why do we do this here on My Cowboys Family?
It's that navy blue. That silver too. And that star over everything.
Win, lose, or draw, good, bad, or ugly, right here in this channel, here in MCF. We always will rep that star over everything, over the coaches, over the players, over Jerry Jones, over everyone. That star. I'm talking about over Tom Landry's. It's still the star over everything. Remember that. Here, for 7 years, fully completed on YouTube, into our 8th year. Right now we're in it. And in our 8th season on doing these game day live stream reactions and the weekly stuff, man, it's been a ride. Thank you guys for the OGs and the new Gs. But as we wrap it up here, guys, here on My Cowboys Family, never, ever forget the number one thing here, now, and forever. As always, say it loud, say it proud with us. Go Cowboys! We got to get that 6 and beyond. Thank you guys for dropping the knowledge in the chat all night long. All night. Thank you guys for dropping the love from above. Every little bit helps. Keep this thing going. I'm sorry. Oh, Simon's in the house.
Simon's in the house, cracking me up. He's
in Vegas.
He's in Vegas. He is lit right now because he said even if it is the preseason, fuck the Raiders.
Is that what he said?
Preseason,
yeah,
postseason,
listen,
during the season, any season, always. Fuck the Raiders. Fuck any team that isn't the Cowboys.
Yeah, but the Raiders, they're a bunch of fucking assholes. Fuck the Raiders. And hey, it ain't the Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, it's preseason, right? But, they beat us in Thanksgiving a couple of years ago in a fucking overtime game. Payback's coming soon in the regular season. Don't worry. Fuck the Raiders. And hey, big win. Not in the score. Big win and no injuries as well. That's the big one. We've seen improvements from Trey Lance, improvements from a couple of guys, Kim on Hall and Andrew Booth. Fuck Nashawn Wright. We get Andrew Booth now wearing that 25. That was the trade, the Minnesota. So definitely some guys on the upside. I love our top 4 rookies. I went into detail about that, including Flournoy, receiver, who had a great drive. Trey Lance looking a little better, still trade bait maybe in the future. I don't know. But the point is, much better performance by this team. First, second, third levels, coaching levels, all across the board. And it is only preseason. And luckily we did it against the Raiders. Fuck the Raiders. Next week, we're back home in Big D against the Chargers to finish up the preseason. And then it's on like Donkey Kong, guys. A week and a half or so after that.
Yeah,
I'm ready for the Browns. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go to the dog pound and wreak havoc. Put these dogs down. On that note, guys, again, thank you all. Simus, the great Simus Says, subscribe to his channel. If you have not been part of that, you got to get in over there. Thank you all for repping that star with us over everything. The drops of knowledge in the chat, the drops of love from above, and out here, late night style. Thank you for joining us here as we get ready to clock out and drop out officially for the night. Relock and reload for a new show tomorrow, the next week. It's coming again as we keep this week continuing into next week. And on that note, baby, it is time to say goodbye and to say goodnight. And before we can officially drop out for this night, well, I'll just tell everybody what we got to do first.
Let me think about it first. Just kidding.
What do we got to do when we drop out of here?
We got to drop... the beat.
Have fun, Simons. Drink it up. Everyone, enjoy your, weekend. End of the weekend.
Yeah, enjoy the a preseason victory of no injuries, great performances by some of the guys that we needed to see great performances from.
Let's go.
And getting back to that grind next time Cowboys practice.
A couple more practices in Oxnard. Then it's back in Dallas for the last preseason game. And a couple, August 27th, 28th. If you're in Dallas, you can watch the Cowboys practice at the Star to finish up training camp, preseason, offseason, whatever you would call it. And then it's the real deal. Guys, thank you for joining us here for another My Cowboys Family Game Day live stream here in MCF, guys. Live reaction style, preseason, week 2. Fuck the Raiders. We got them. And we'll get them again. Here in MCF, it's always about that navy blue, that silver 2, that star over everything. Never forget the number one thing right here, My Cowboys Family. Thank you guys for rocking with us all night long. We'll see you back here for our live streams, our videos, the shorts, and all that. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Almost 40,000 family members, 40,000 subscribers. And hit that notification bell so you know we're going live for all videos, all of it. Follow us on Discord, Twitter, at My Cowboys Family, X, whatever it's called. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. And we'll see you guys soon. Peace, much love, and never, ever forget... Go Cowboys!
Monk on the beat.